The previous program was paid for by Louis Avalone.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
It's time. It's time. It's time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, is on the air. Tim Fletcher and his cavalcade of correspondents guide you through all the games in the area. When the game gets tight, late in the fourth quarter, we take you there live. Coaches, kids, correspondents, and Fletch, all here for Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Feel the frenzy.
Oh, what's going on, kids? Tim Fletcher Show. Rogers Hambone Hampton is not here. Not here. Just saying shout out to Rogers.
He's listening, probably.
He probably is.
Hey,
welcome.
Rogers. Hello, Rogers.
Welcome, everybody. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. My name is Tim Fletcher. Happy to be here with you on week 2 of our Friday Football Frenzy. Oh, my. And yes, it's got some good stuff in store for you. But before we get to our correspondence, let's say hello to our compatriots here in the studio. Hello there, Adam Hester. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
I am A-okay. Is that it?
Yeah, well, that's good.
Okay. Yeah. Ruben Wright.
Howdy, y'all.
What's going on, Rubes?
I am here. I am
Awesome.
here. I am here, and I am feeling the frenzy.
That is fantastic. That's what we like to see and like to hear.
If there weren't cameras in the studio, you would think he had a gun to his head.
Sir,
blink twice.
He is happy to be here tonight. As always, he's already got a paycheck.
That's right.
So
it's already been spent.
Fly ball caught.
We had 3 games already take place last night.
Yep.
And the most important one, I would have to say, without a doubt, the Southwood Cowboys broke a 46-game losing streak.
That'll work.
How cool is that?
That Mansfield Green Oaks game was competitive, huh?
It was. It was back and forth, too. It was 6-6, 12-6, 12-12. Back and forth we go. Southwood gets their first win since November 1st, 2019, with a 16-15 win over Arcadia. Lincoln Prep mashed up on Magnolia School of Excellence, 52-14. Mansfield beat Green Oaks. Mansfield's 2-0 with 2 come-from-behind wins.
They are, yeah.
They might be a problem. That Big East kid is a stud. Mm-hmm. What games, Hester, are you looking forward to most tonight?
That North Dakota Center Texas game is always nuts.
Yeah, it is.
There's always weird stuff going on there. This is like the 4th year in a row I think they've played.
Yes.
Calvary and Neville, because you don't quite know what
Calvary's banged up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're
right.
very banged up.
Don't quite know what to make of that, too, because not only are they banged up, but they've replaced a lot of key guys from last year. Yeah. Great win last week and all that. Don't get me wrong.
It was a very good win.
Bird and Houghton, I feel like, and it's weird to say because it's week 2, but that sure feels like one of those balancing moments of a season.
Yeah.
Between those 2 teams. So
yeah.
Both of those teams need to win that game pretty badly.
Yeah, whoever wins is going to feel pretty good about themselves. We already have points on the board tonight.
All right.
From our Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Bossier takes the opening kick to the His
That was going to be one I was going to bring up, too, because that's interesting. Glenbrook with the new regime.
Yep.
Got the win last week, right? They beat who they beat last week? I don't have it in front of me, but I'll find it. We know Bossier had the big win against North Caddo. The big win is in what they were able to do points wise as well. Right. So
Glenbrook beat Magnolia.
Okay, so one they should have won.
Right.
This will be a tougher game for them. Obviously, this will be a tougher game probably for Bossier as well. So who's going to come out on the other side of that? That's an interesting game. Try to kind of flipping through really quickly. Minden and Homer is interesting.
Yep.
Haynesville and Harmony Grove is just because we know Harmony Grove is usually decent, but we don't know a ton about them.
No, and David talked about that a little this morning on our morning show about how he just likes those guys. He said, well, we root for them after we're finished with them. They're like us, small town, all kind of fun stuff. But, yeah, the extra point good. Bossier up 7-0. Okay. All right, so.
Does Cabot, Arkansas have anything for Ruston?
Cabot has been a state champion for a few years in a row. Back in the about 3 years ago, something like that.
I mean, I figure if they scheduled that game, they must think pretty highly of themselves.
Yeah, they must think they got a shot at this. It used to be coached by an old Monticello Billy up there.
And way down the list, because it's not in the area, but it is on the sheet, and I do need to bring it up, University Lab versus Rummel. That game is being played in the Superdome.
Mm-hmm.
And that is another member of the Hester family that gets to play in that building. And that's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool. That is very cool. That's right. Your nephew?
My nephew Jackson, who plays for U High and is on the defensive line and is playing a bunch for the varsity team. And he's a monster of a human being.
He is a large kid.
And that's a really cool moment for me, so I'll keep an eye out on that one as well. I know Chance is coaching his Catholic with his other coaches, not just him, but the Catholic High tonight. But I know he's got an eye on that as well because that's a pretty cool thing for us to have been able to do all that. And now we got another member of the squad who's getting to do it too.
Yep. Well, let's get this party started. We travel around the area with our cavalcade of correspondents. Joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline from Monroe, where Calvary is visiting Neville, it's Bo Waddell on the Chasing Aces hotline. Good morning, Bo. What's happening in your game, buddy?
Going good so far. We got the ball to start it off. Went 3 and out. Neville's got the ball now, 2nd and 10. I've driven by the stadium a lot. In the past, never really got a chance to watch a game here. Pretty cool place stuff.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. It's a neat old school. Yeah, old school stadium.
Nice. I'll tell you this though, looking across the field when they come out, they pass the eye test. They got about 100 kids and good-looking kids.
Yeah, there's some serious football. They should have won a state championship last year, and I think they are still highly agitated about that. And I think they are going to do all their darndest to get back there again. And so they're going to give everything you want there. How'd the Calvary folks travel over there tonight there, Bo? Got a pretty decent crowd?
It's a decent crowd. I think some are still getting here that might have stopped to eat, but yeah, I think we traveled fairly well. So I'm excited. They got a packed house across the way.
Course.
So
excellent.
This is what Friday night football should look like.
Exactly. That's a very good way to put it. Bo Waddell, of course, baseball coach at Calvary, taking care of us here on the Chasing Aces hotline. Bo, we'll be checking in with you again soon.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Chasing Aces,
Captain Shreve with a 7-0 lead, by the way.
All right. Airline up 7-0 as well, all coming from our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Shreve up 7-0 over Huntington.
You said Airline?
Airline up 7-0 as well. Less than a minute to go. A little bit less than a minute burned off the clock in the first quarter. Loyola scored, by the way. Mason Drake, 28-yard touchdown run. Brock Restovich hooked up with Kyle Walsworth, our reigning Morris Intuit Injury Lawyers Player of the Week. One of the passes that Bryce Restovich was able to complete. Brock's the dad. Bryce is the kid. Okay. I can do this. I can remember this.
Johnny North Shore with a 7-0 lead early down there.
Did you see we got a little Fontainebleau?
Yeah.
Who are they playing tonight? Madison? Okay. How did they do last week?
They got beat pretty bad last week.
Okay.
Fontainebleau, yeah.
All right. Where do I have my Fontainebleau? The hell? Of course, Johnny North Shore used to be Johnny Caddo when he was the head coach for the North Caddo Fighting Titans. Trying to get in touch with Will Delafield at North DeSoto, Airline in Benton. Of course, Brock Restovich says Tigers ball on the kick return of the Tiger 20. So Loyola and Logansport should be an interesting game.
You got some great games down south tonight, too. There's always like 6 just awesome games down there.
Yeah.
Acadiana Zachary tonight, U-High and Rummel, like we mentioned. You've also got Lafayette Christian versus Karen Crow, St. Thomas More versus Catholic. I know there was another one in there too somewhere, but man, there's always a good slate down there.
Are we having trouble getting people, Rube?
That's always fun.
We most certainly are.
What number are we down to now?
We got to wake them up. I just
call my mom. Call my mom at the University High game.
All right, I'll text some of the guys and let them know. Hey, pick up the phone. We're calling you. Let's see here. Calling. Okay, I'll let Toby know. Toby just texted, so I know he's got his phone with him. Calling you. Josh Burrows. We tried to. Did you try to get in touch with Josh?
You've also got Edna Carr playing American Heritage out of Florida tonight.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that also in the Dome?
I think that is in the Dome.
So because it's an 8:30 start, so that's what they did.
Yeah, they
got
did a 6 and
there.
8:30.
Awesome.
That is. How fun is that?
Well, they used to do that.
Yeah.
We played in 2 of them.
How about a fun weekend? Go to that, then go to Baton Rouge and back to New
Sure.
Orleans for the Saints Niners. Who we got, Rube? We are going to North DeSoto, where the Fighting Griffins are taking on Center, Texas, and what's been kind of a fun little football matchup over the years. Joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's good old Will Delafield. Hey, Will, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, Tim. How are you?
Good, man. How's everything for the Fighting Griffins tonight?
So the game is flying by. We're already at the 6-minute timeout in the first quarter.
Good grief.
First of all, how about a shout out to those Southwood Cowboys? We picked up a couple first downs on our first drive. They kicked off. We tried to do the old tush push, 4th and 1, and didn't make it, so we turned it over on downs. They drove down there at our 11, and they got about 2nd and 2 from our 11. They converted a 4th down, and they converted a long 3rd down. So they're living right so far.
Okay, how big are they compared to the defensive line of North DeSoto?
Up front, they're really big.
Okay.
On offense, our offensive line matches up with their defensive line pretty good, but they got some good looking kids. They got a couple of sure enough good looking kids. But they have an offensive tackle probably 6'5", 400 pounds.
Good.
He's big. We got a nose guard that's 6'4", 350, and their guys can noticeably bigger than our guys. So
Holy.
they got a couple of big dudes.
Yeah, 400 pounds, pretty good sized young man. That's kind of a
All
big
right,
boy.
we just tackled him for about a 9-yard loss.
And that sets up what, 4th down?
So that's going to be 4th and 11. They got a good kicker.
Okay, we'll hang out with you and see what they do here real quick.
Bringing in the field goal unit.
All right, let's see if they make this. Once again, Will Delafield joining us, North DeSoto. Last week looked really good, taking care of business. The Fighting Griffins getting off to a bang-up start against Union Parish with a 46-3 win. Tonight, taking on Center, Texas.
Number 27 on the kick. Let's see. This is about a 39-yarder. He missed it wide left.
All right. Still knotted up, nothing. Down in Stonewall. Once again, Will Delafield, thank you very much, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right, where are we going now, Rube? Toby? Toby Todd joining us, airline at Benton in a District 1 5A tilt on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hello there, Toby Todd. What's going on?
Hey, how are y'all?
Wonderful,
It's,
buddy.
8:48 left in the first. Airlines up 16-0. We scored on the first series in 3 plays. Held them 3 and out. Got a safety on their punt. So they kicked out from the 20, and we returned it for a touchdown and made the PAT. We just kicked off. He got a good run. Got it out to about the 25, 30, maybe the 28. It was like he returned the kickoff to the 28. So it's 16-0 with 8:40 left in the first.
Cool.
Airline over Benton. We run 3 offensive plays.
Holy cow. How did the first touchdown occur? Do you remember, Toby?
DJ Allen run, DJ Allen run, DJ Allen run.
So DJ Allen, who had 3 touchdowns last week and 173 yards, has a touchdown tonight, along with, do you remember who it was that had to get the return for the touchdown after the safety?
I'm going to go with Preston Hughes, but I really didn't. I think it was 11. It could have been 11 or 18. Not DJ. I'm sorry, that's his older brother. Preston Hughes is 11. He's a returner, and Terrence Hayes is a returner. But I think it was Hughes.
Okay, very good. Well, less than just over 3 minutes into the game, and Airline is on top of Benton, 16-0. Toby Todd.
Correct.
Taking care of us there.
Call me back. I'll turn my ringer on this time.
That sounds good, man. Thanks, Toby.
All right, bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
We'll do the ones that we have points for so far, and team, if you know of one that I don't, please holler.
All right.
Airline with a 16-0 lead over Benton. Houghton with the early 7-0 lead against Byrd. Captain Shreve up 7-0 against Huntington. Loyola at Logansport leading 7-0. Bossier with that opening kickoff return leads Glenbrook 7-0. There was one. Ruston has scored first against Cabot, Arkansas, so that's 7-0. One of the 4 North Louisiana versus Arkansas matchups this week, by the way. The other ones being Oak Grove's going up there to play one of them. Do we have it? Yeah, Cross it.
Yeah.
What we don't have it on the list, but West Monroe is playing Pulaski Academy.
Ooh.
So a lot of North Louisiana versus Arkansas this week. Fountain Blue with a 14-0 lead against Madison. Turlings Catholic scores first against Sam Houston. That's a 7-0 lead. And Rummel and University Lab kicked off at 6:30. Rummel leads 10-7.
10-7 Rummel over you. Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810 when you're looking for a JOB. Of course, our show is brought to you by Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. 2.9% financing on some 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500s for the rest of September. Make September a month to remember, because that's the month you got a brand new Silverado at Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealership in the area, among the top 250 Chevy dealerships in the country. Also, shout out to our buddies over at Alsco, presenting our show as always with all kind of fun stuff. Remember, Alsco can take care of your uniform, linens, laundry, bathroom care, and first aid supplies as well. Alsco and Alsco.com, 318-636-0404. Ruben, Hester, and I will be back with more Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right, buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, games, workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, paints and supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on this lovely Friday, September 12th. A reminder for you, we're streaming this show on X at Fletcher Show. We're streaming it on Facebook on the Tim Fletcher Show Facebook page, along with Friday Football Frenzy. And you'll find it on YouTube under our YouTube channel, the Tim Fletcher Show YouTube channel. Check it out. We're streaming it live. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We're going to be stacking up these things, and we'll hear the names called out as we eventually will get our stats all from the coaches. And on Tuesday morning on our morning show, we'll announce the Morrison DeWitt Entry Lawyers Player of the Week. Joining us now from Broadacres Road, it's the Picasso of Pigskin. It's Ernie Velasco and the Evangel Eagles entertaining Natchitoches tonight in a district game. By the way, Ernie, fantastic job painting the plain dealing field, buddy. That looks awesome.
I appreciate it.
No problem,
All
buddy.
right, here's what's going on. Natchitoches Central received the ball, and they almost held it for 6 minutes and got to Evangel 24, and they were stopped on 4th down. And Evangel got the ball back, and they ended up running from 48 yards out and scoring, so it's 7-0 Evangel. Then Natchitoches Central got the ball. They threw kind of like a little outside pass, and the receiver then threw a pass downfield to Evangel's 25, and right now they're sitting on 1st and goal on the 10th.
Oh, okay.
With a minute and 12.
All right.
The ball.
A fast-moving game.
Scrambling. Okay. Oh, quarterback got the corner, and he scored. It just ran around.
Okay.
He was scrambling around looking for a receiver, and everybody went to their side, and he just came back around to the right.
All right. Well, let's hang out. Are they going to go for 2, or are they going to try to kick it, Ernie? They're
going for 1.
Okay. Let's see if they make it or not, real quick.
All righty. Yeah, they're mixing it up. Quarterback's running quite a bit.
He's a good little quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
It's good?
7-7-101. Yep.
There you go, buddy.
Good.
Ernie Velasco on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, Ernie.
Yes, sir. Have a good evening.
All right, buddy. See you, man.
Right.
What did he say it was? I'm sorry.
7-7.
Okay, that's what I thought.
7-7. 7-7. Football heaven. From our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. News from the major leagues. Tariq Skubal left the game with a trainer, and our fearless leader, Greg Adams,
Has thrown in the towel.
is not feeling good.
May not be at work on Monday.
May not be at work.
Who do the Lions play this week?
They've got a big game with where are we going? Up or down? Scott? Yes. Scott Anderson joining us here on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hello there, Scott. What's going on?
Oh, not much, Fletch. How are you?
I'm all right, buddy. What's shaking and baking out there between the pines in beautiful Houghton, Louisiana?
Well, it's off to a great start. We are 2 minutes left in the first, and it's 7-6 Houghton. Bird's first drive got stalled on a little fake punt that failed, and then Houghton came back and scored on a little touchdown pass. And Bird went back to their pound and ground game and scored. Colin Deere had a 35 or so yard run to get them to the 3, and then he ran it in 2 plays later, but the PAT was blocked. Okay. And so we're sitting at 7-6 Bucks right now.
All right, there we go. Houghton and Bird in a very tight contest. As Esther said at the outset of the show, a very important game. District opener for both. Both these teams did not like the way things went week 1. Want to see things better in week 2. And right now they're about as close as you can get without being tied up. 7-6 Houghton on top of Bird. Out there between the pines at beautiful Houghton, Louisiana. Scott Anderson, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you, Tim.
We'll check with you later.
All righty.
Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline from Lee Hedges Stadium, Captain Shreve, hosting Huntington, and it's Todd Sharp joining us. Hey, Sharp, what's happening, buddy?
All righty. Well, Captain Shreve drove down the field. Gabe Lockett gets a rushing touchdown. Then Huntington gets the ball. They punt. we throw an interception, and Huntington is currently driving. They are roughly 50-yard line, 3rd and 20 right now.
Okay. How much time left in the first quarter, Sharp?
1:47, and we just they threw a pass. I can't tell. Not interception, incomplete.
Okay.
There's 1:48 left in the first quarter, and they are sending out the punting unit.
All right, yeah, 4th and a country mile. Captain Shreve on top, 7-0 at home. Has Jamarcier Plater been able to shake and break loose a little bit?
He got us down to the goal line, and Gabe punched it in. So he's getting some yardage. I don't know what his numbers would be right now, but would expect to give him a heavy dose of the ball here in the remaining when we get the ball back here. So, but yes, he's doing well.
Good deal. Thank you very much, Coach Sharp. Todd Sharp on the Chasing Aces hotline, always taking care of us. Thanks, Sharp.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
And I remind you that the fine folks over at Chasing Aces have got some cool stuff going on tonight. At the closest to the pin contest between 10 and midnight at Chasing Aces, courtesy of Landers Dodge, are going to be giving away 2 tickets to an upcoming LSU home game. Now, there's a caveat.
Okay.
They have to have 75 participants in the contest between 10 and midnight, pay $5 to participate, or $5 to $10, depending on how many shots at the flag you want. Once again, closest to the pin will get tickets to an upcoming LSU home game. They'll also be streaming this live on Chasing Aces YouTube and Facebook channels, and the charity recipient is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes around here. All right. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Where are we going? Mark McGee in Logansport, Louisiana, where the Tigers are hosting the Flyers of Loyola. Good evening, Mark McGee on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's up?
Good evening. Just wrapping up the first quarter of play here. Loyola Flyers are up 7-0 over Logansport.
All right. So what's been positive for the Logansport Tigers tonight?
Well, Loyola came out and scored really quick, and then they looked good doing so. Once Logansport got the ball back, they have slowly, they've just eaten at the clock and worked their way all the way down the field. Now they're, I think, 3rd and goal on like the half-yard line. So the front line stays doing like what they've been doing. Now hopefully they'll be able to punch it in right here and hopefully get it tied back up.
Okay, so that sounds like a pretty good deal there. As far as Loyola kind of got it right out of the chute, put the points on you early. What have you done defensively to kind of slow them down here recently?
Well, we haven't gone back to defense since that. So they literally Logansport literally took up 11 minutes off the clock walking their way down the field.
Okay. Have they come back from the timeout yet?
It's been one possession each.
Okay.
No, they're swapping into the field now.
All right.
And Logansport up front, they've looked better tonight than they have in a while. They've been able to run the ball. They've been able to throw the ball. So it's been spread around pretty good. Just kind of chipping away at the clock and chipping away at the field position.
Very good. Once again, great to have Mark McGee back with us here as part of our wonderful little cavalcade of correspondence on Friday Football Frenzy. Thanks a lot, Mark. We'll be checking back with you soon.
Thanks, sir.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right. North DeSoto with a 7-0 lead against Center Texas. Airline up 14-0. 14-0 Griffins over Center Texas at the moment. Airline 16, Benton nothing. Natchitoches Central and Evangel tied at 7. Houghton with a 7-6 lead over Byrd. Captain Shreve, is that still 7 for Captain Shreve?
Yes.
Okay, 7-0 versus Huntington. Gators lead that one. Loyola 7-0 over Logansport. Bossier with a 14-0 lead against Glenbrook. No score reported yet for Peabody and Northwood. Parkway with a 15-0 lead against Woodlawn. BTW and Bastrop, I have not seen a score reported for that one. Same thing with Minden, Homer, and Ringgold Plain Dealing. I do have somebody at the Plain Dealing game, so I can ask them tonight.
Okay, good. I was not able to find anybody.
Lakeside and LaSalle scoreless in that one also. Haynesville and Harmony Grove, Arkansas kicking off right now. That's the 7:30 kickoff. Nothing yet for North Caddo versus North Webster, or Red River versus St. Mary's, or Manny versus DeRidder. Ruston with a 7-0 lead against Cabot. Go down to 26, where OCS leads General Trask 14-0 in that one. Fontainebleau with a 21-0 lead over Madison now. Southern Lab, that actually just changed. That is now a 14-0 lead over Carroll. Down in the Acadiana region and beyond, Karen Crow leads Lafayette Christian 3-0. St. Thomas More ahead of Catholic Baton Rouge 7-0. Terling's Catholic and Sam Houston tied at 7. And Rummel still holding on to that 10-7 lead versus University Lab in a game that started at 6:30.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. And we have an update from the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Ernie says Day with a 22-yard touchdown run for Evangel. They are now up 14-7. Into the first, Scott Anderson lets us know, Houghton 7-6. Bucks are driving. And at Glenbrook, Bossier with a goal line stand. Turnover on downs. So Bossier turns back. Glenbrook, Logansport touchdown, kick no good. So with 11:58 to go in the second quarter, Loyola is clinging to a 7-6 lead over Logansport as we now go into the second quarter. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Our show also is coming at you courtesy of the fine folks over at Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers, morrisdewitt.com. Check out their Google reviews. You'll be absolutely blown away by the 1,700-plus sterling 5-star reviews coming your way on morrisdewitt.com. Trey Morris, Justin DeWitt, taking care of business. Our show also brought to you by Spell Brothers Lumber, Lay in the Lumber Award that we'll give out on Tuesday morning to the biggest hitter, the most wreckful human being on Friday night, gets the Lay in the Lumber Award from Spell Brothers Lumber. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier, just northeast of Bossier High between I-20 and East Texas. Remember, they are the home of Hot Shot Delivery Service. Whatever you order from Spell Brothers Lumber, whether it's lumber, doors, windows, hardware, and they deliver to the job site, remember this. Whatever you don't use, and if it's undamaged, they'll come pick it up and give you a store credit. That's Spell Brothers Lumber and the Laying the Lumber Award. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, returns right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. Bell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company, located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot Delivery Service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport, Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. Hey now, welcome back everybody. Friday Football Frenzy. Ooh, Hester's feeling all frenzied over there. You can see him on the camera. Look at that frenzy. Wait, can we see you on the camera? Yeah, I see you on there. Look at him. Look at that guy. Hey! Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7,500 Erie Drive in Shreveport. 2.9% financing on beautiful brand new 2025 Silverados for the month of September. What you waiting on? Make it a September to remember, because that's when you got your beautiful brand new Silverado from our friends over at Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7,500 Erie Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Oh, mama. And our show also brought to you by Boyd Family Dentistry. Oh, my. They're so nice. They're truly, truly some of the nicest people you'll ever come across. When it comes to your family dentistry, who are you using? How about Mackenzie and Jared Boyd, husband and wife? Preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry. And remember, they also have dental sedation and nitrous oxide. Wait, where'd Ruben go? Ruben, they're closed right now, man. Oh, geez. Ruben just trying to go get the old nitrous sedation. Dental implants, porcelain veneers, and yes, the home of same-day crowns and implant dentistry. Get in touch with Boyd Family Dentistry, Shreveport, Louisiana, Dentist.com, 318-425-5356, 318-425-5356. Brock text in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Flyers ball to 27. So the Flyers are taking over after giving up a touchdown against the Logansport Tigers as we try to find our way through Bossier, Glenbrook, Peabody, Northwood, Woodlawn at Parkway, Bastrop and BTW. Ruben is smiling and dialing. Hester is loading up on the scores. College-wise, Omarion Miller, former North Caddo Titan, playing for the Colorado Buffaloes tonight. He has been targeted a couple of times, but they have absolutely horrible quarterbacks at Colorado right now.
But this guy's the big recruit,
The
right?
big recruit, yeah. Well, I thought I saw the Stroud kid or Staub
they
kid.
said they might start the third stringer, right?
Right. I think that they
That's
did.
right.
Houston up 13-0 in that game. Of course, we'll also be keeping up. The Mudbugs are opening their season tonight in much despised Oklahoma City against the Warriors. So we will try to make sure we keep up with that for you as well. So look at all this fun stuff going around out there, man. Regular season hockey is underway. Mudbugs taking on the Oklahoma Warriors. Once again, they will be home next week, by the way.
I say, when you make it out to a game, it's been a while.
So, well, that's too long, partner.
Chained to the desk on Friday night.
I know. Whoever that jackass is that keeps on doing this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm basically just trying to stretch as Ruben is trying to find the human beings to.
Cedar Creek 21-0 over Lakeview as they continue to put out a football program there at Lakeview.
Got a beautiful facility.
They do. That's a tough existence, though.
It is, and the thing is, man, in that level of football, that classification of football, if you just have 3 or 4 kids that come through,
sure,
you know, if one can play quarterback, one can be the
basketball.
center.
Still, what the basketball team was?
They were pretty good there for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what it is anymore, to be honest.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And Ruben is calling wrong numbers. That's okay.
Ruben's calling Rogers. Oak Grove with a 25-0 lead over Crossett, Arkansas. I guess Crossett is not.
They were in our district in Montana.
Thrash is not at the game.
He's not?
No. No.
Wait a minute. I thought he said he was going to be at the game.
Just curse you out.
Oh, that's my bad. All right. I apologize.
Let's call Rogers and see what he thinks about the game.
Yeah. So where are we going now then? Okay. By the way, the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins now 21-0. 21-0. North DeSoto.
And Ruston 21-7 against Cabot.
Okay. So we've got some 21-7.
Getting out of the gate quick.
Yeah, they are. And so that's
Franklin Parish with a 14-0 lead against St. Fred's. That, like I reminded you last week, that Franklin, number 1 ranked Franklin Parish with that quarterback, they'll be playing Calvary next week. I think it is. Either next week or the week after they come to Shreveport.
They are. We can call Connor Lee for Bossier if we need to as well. I'll send you that contact information there,
See
Rube.
if we've got a change for the still 10-7 with Rummel and U-High. They maybe just came out of halftime though because that was that early start. So 10-7 in the third quarter. Still 7-0 for St. Thomas More and Catholic. Catholic will, I'm sure will score points eventually.
By the way, Parkway now up 22-0 over Woodlawn. That is now a 22-0 ball game. I don't know where we're going to go because this is I don't know how far. Hey, Tamika joins us here. BTW at Literacy Barnes taking on Bastrop, joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Tamika, what's going on?
Oh, well, you know, I would love to tell you what's going on. We playing, but our scoreboard is not working.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Any idea what the score is?
Let me check with Coach Moss.
That's 14.
14.
I don't know how many point conversions we got there.
Okay, so
we at least got 14.
14.
Possible 18.
18.
16.
Okay, possible 14 to 18 to 0.
Okay. BTW's ahead?
BTW is ahead.
All right,
yes.
so either 14, 16, or 18
18.
to 0. Do we get to choose?
Yes.
Can we choose? I'm going to take 18.
Yes, I'll take 18.
All right, we're going with 18 until we get proven wrong. How about
Hey,
that?
it's Friday night.
And
it's Friday
Tamika,
night.
this is how, my brain is kind of whittled away a little bit. I was getting ready to ask you, well, how much time is left? But that would be a dumb question because the scoreboard's not working.
All I have is a 25-second clock.
Okay, how much time's on the 25-second clock? Just kidding.
I think we're in the second quarter. I think we're in the second quarter, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that'll work. BTW. Devion Stewart last week, 10 for 14, 245 yards, 4 touchdowns. How's he looking tonight, Tamika?
How's who looking? The Heat?
Devion Stewart, your quarterback.
Devion, he's looking real good.
Okay.
It's amazing. He looks so fast when he's running. So fast.
I bet, especially with no clock to measure how fast he's going. There's nothing to measure him against.
I mean, he's just he's speed lightning when
you got that right. Well, Tamika, I hope that they can find the extension cord or whatever it is, get the scoreboard back up and running.
I hope we can.
And we're going to go with either 14, 16, or 18-0. Either way you slice it, BTW's ahead.
BTW's ahead. Yes.
Right. Thank you, Tamika. Always good to talk to you.
Thank you. Yes.
All right, we go to Chris Herron now. Northwood entertaining the War Horses of Peabody out in Blanchard. Joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Good morning, Chris, or good evening, Chris Herron. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. What's happening in your game?
We are 20-13. Let me tell you what, it's kind of been crazy. Start off the game, kicked off to them. They end up with like 3rd and 25 from the -3, 0-0. And they threw a 97-yard touchdown.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. And then all Northwood, they can't run the ball at all. They're not getting anything. And then they throw a swing pass. Oh, all right, so we got 20. We had a great run by Kyron on the first kickoff return. Almost it got down to 20. Then he ran it in. And then we have a touchdown pass. And then Nate has a big run and gets down. Nate gets down there, and Nate has a big run, brings it down inside the 10, and then Sneed punches it in. So it's like 20-6.
Okay.
And then they throw a swing pass where the player is way in front of the quarterback, and he drops it, and he just sits. He keeps running, and it kind of bounces, and our guys kind of pull up a little bit.
Oh no!
And he just picks it up and runs it in. So 20-13 now, and then they just kicked an onside kick with something's up with the clock right now. I think we're going into the second quarter right now. Yeah, we're going into the second quarter right now. So they just got the onside. So
oh wow,
20-13, they have the ball.
And what are we in the second quarter, Chris?
Say that again.
Second quarter.
Second quarter. Start of the second quarter. 2013. Peabody has the ball after an onside kick.
Very good. What a wild one there, buddy. Thank you very much, Taco Chris Herron on the Chasing Aces hotline. All right, where are we going now, Rube? Stephen Verbka joins us here. Parkway entertaining Woodlawn tonight, and Parkway is in control on the Chasing Aces hotline. Good evening there, Stephen Verbka. What's happening in your game?
Currently, we're about to finish the first quarter here. We got about 29 seconds left. It's 28-0 Parkway. Gary Burney had a touchdown. Gladney, in his first game back from being kind of banged up, had 2 touchdown receptions. And then Damian DeCowdecow had a touchdown run for us. And we played really, really good defensively, giving up a couple penalties, but we've probably held them to sub 20 yards up to this point, just playing really well and just kind of been able to move the ball at will tonight. So it's one of those nights where, just keep playing hard and try to get out of this one with no injuries.
Yeah, that's the main goal at this point because it looks like it is absolutely in control. But we did learn our lesson last week, Verbka, with Minden leading Mansfield 35-0 and losing.
We're
no
never
lead
going
to
to
say.
count our chickens before they're hatched.
You got that right, buddy. Keep on sitting on those eggs. Parkway on top of Woodlawn, 28-0, taking care of business tonight. Thank you very much there, Stephen Verbka, on our Chasing Aces hotline. Now bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, Neville 7, Calvary 0, North DeSoto 21, Center Texas nothing, Airline 30, Benton 6, Evangel 21, Natchitoches Central 7, Halton 7, Bird 6, Captain Street 14, Huntington 0, Loyola and Logansport. It's either 7-7 or 7-6 Loyola.
I think it's 7-6.
Okay, so we'll go 7-6 on that one. Okay. Bossier, you just said 21 now, so 21-0 Bossier ahead of Glenbrook.
Yes.
Northwood ahead of Peabody 20-13, Parkway 29, Woodlawn 0, BTW 16 maybe.
Right.
To nothing over Bastrop. We're going to go with 16. Minden and Homer, I have not seen anything on yet. I know I've got somebody at Ringgold playing dealing. I asked for updates. They said they would send them when there was one to send.
Okay.
Nothing for Lakeside and LaSalle. Confusion with Harmony Grove and Haynesville because on the old list here, it's got that on here twice, and it's a different Harmony Grove in both of the columns there.
Huh.
So I don't know what the score is because in one situation they're down 7-0 and in the other one it's tied at 0. Okay. So I'm going to go with tied at 0 because I know it is the Cardinals that they're playing tonight. Okay. We're going to go with 0-0 on that.
Okay.
I love the internet.
It's the best.
Nothing yet for North Webster and North Caddo. I don't even see it listed. I've tried to look a couple of times. Nothing for Red River, St. Mary's. Nothing for DeRidder and Manny. Ruston leads Cabot, Arkansas 21-7. Cedar Creek leads Lakeview 21-0. Ouachita ahead of Wassman 8-6. That's an Ice Bath game. Haven't seen anything yet for Richwood, Mangum, or Rayville, Sterlington, or Union versus Ash just yet. Oak Grove leading Crossett, Arkansas 31-0. OCS leading General Trask 14-0. I do know that West Ouachita and Jay Hodge are tied at 0, so that is an update on that game that nobody has scored yet. Franklin Parish leading St. Fred's 14-0. Fountain Blue leads Madison 28-0. Southern Lab ahead of Carroll 22-6. I know there is a Catholic New Iberia update. I'll get it for the next break. Southside leading Westgate 14-0.
Right.
So out of the gate for old Jess Curtis there. A slew of good games down south. Acadiana and Zachary tied at 7. Karen Crow leading Lafayette Christian 3-0. Have not seen anything for Sulphur and Northside yet. St. Thomas More and Catholic Baton Rouge are tied at 7. Turlings Catholic and Sam Houston also tied at 7. Haven't seen a Denham Springs Central score yet. University Lab has tied the game with Rummel 10-10, and no update yet for John Curtis and North Shore. The finals from last night, we didn't go over those. Mansfield over Green Oaks 28-22. Lincoln Prep over Magnolia 52-14. And Southwood over Arcadia 16-15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. Looking for a JOB? Get First Choice Personnel in your corner, 797-7810. Why would you do that? Huh? Don't forget, when the games are over, we'll be trying to get in touch with as many of our winning coaches as we possibly can for our Skent & Dent Coaches Conversation. Skent & Dent located at 814 Shreveport Barksdale in Shreveport. I don't understand why anybody would go buy an appliance at a big box store when you can go to Skent & Dent and save up to 50% because it's got a thumbprint of a dent on a handle or it's got a scratch on the side of the dishwasher. Again, If your friends are chastising you because you have a scratch on your dishwasher, you just might need new friends.
That's true.
Chasing Aces Hotline, Boyd Family Dentistry text line, and Friday Football Frenzy is powered by Chevyland, 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Don't forget, we're streaming the show all over the place. Check us out on YouTube, Tim Fletcher Show YouTube page. We are up and running right there. Wherever you are, we're watching you. And we'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. The presenting sponsor of the Tim Fletcher Show is Alsco. Uniforms, linens, facility care, first aid kits, supplies, and so much more. And even wet mops, floor mats, laundry services, they do it all. Alsco.com, ALSCO.com. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there in Shreveport, LouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place. Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Whether you're looking for that hotshot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana, 318-671-4991. Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland. From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Charlie Abraham catches a screen pass for a touchdown for Evangel, 27-7. Evangel. Not Charlie Murphy, sir. Charlie Abraham. So 27-7. Evangel starting to kind of stretch their legs a little bit. Where are we going here, Rube? Jeff Rhodes joining us, Menden at Homer. Jeff, how you doing tonight, buddy, on the Chasing Aces hotline?
Rich, I'm doing great, but listen here, every time you call me, man, I get excited about stuff, and then my tide starts to wane.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to play it a little cool tonight, okay?
Okay, all right, I get it. We'll
play it a little cool.
No, that makes sense. I like that.
So look, it's 21-0. The tide is up.
Okay.
We got 23 seconds before the end of the first half.
Oh wow!
And look, the tide looks more settled tonight.
Okay.
I want to say last week's extreme punch to the mouth from Mansfield has made some changes on the coaching staff. It's made some changes in these boys, and they look way more settled. I'm proud of them for coming out here and overcoming the adversity of just such a tragic loss last week, just being up 35-0 and then being outscored 46-3 for the rest of the game, and coming back out here, holding their heads up and getting after it. So I like what I see. tonight, ladies.
Well, that's good to see.
I don't want to be too hype about it.
Well, I get it, and and once again, not a knock on Homer whatsoever, but I'm with you. I was kind of wondering how the kids would react, and that's nice that they have come out with a little bit of vinegar, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, Homer obviously has a good squad. They've got some talent on that team. They've got some speed, and definitely have some talent. Minden has done an exceptional job of shutting them down. Our defense has new life after last week, and I there was some coaching changes on Minden's sideline, and I some pretty serious talks with the boys this week, and I think it made a difference.
Well, I know what you said last week when it was 35-0. I think is exactly what most people feel this Minden team can be, and I think that includes Spencer. I think Spencer thinks he's got a pretty good football team, and whatever it was, complacency, whatever that set in, and the fact that Mansfield just wanted it really bad. All right, that's one game. You got 9 left. Let's see what happens. And so far, so good for the Minden Crimson Tide, playing in Homer tonight, taking care of business against Richie Casey's crew, 21-0. Jeff Rhodes, thank you for the update, buddy.
Thank you, Fletch.
You betcha. All right, where are we going? Chris Smith? Chris Smith and Lakeside made the trip to LaSalle tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey there, Chris. What's happening in your game, buddy?
Right now, got a good start going here down in LaSalle. Right now, we're up 21-12, 2:43 left in the half. So,
okay. Last week, it felt like that Contravion Miller kind of did his thing, 15 carries, 146 yards. Brock played well, good steady, 2 touchdowns on his 2 completions, also ran for 64 yards. Where's the production coming from tonight, Chris?
It's been mainly Ken.
Okay.
We just got a pick 6, like a 70-yard run by one of the cornerbacks. So
okay. Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, so
well, I mean, right before you called.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, but we're off to a good start. We were struggling moving the ball. We was kind of struggling moving the ball at first. LaSalle's got a quarterback that's really good on his feet, and he scored all of their touchdowns, and he's done really well. But we're starting to be able to get a little control of him and starting to move the ball really well. So it's
hot out there tonight, wasn't it, Chris, as well?
Yes. Started out really hot.
Yeah, and that's going to be another thing to kind of keep an eye on. How and I know that's one of the things that John Ware brought up this morning, Chris, is that he said none of their guys, none of the none of the Lakeside kids had to leave the game because of cramps, didn't have to take somebody out because they were cramping. He said we didn't have any of that last week, and so that's a good sign.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, they were really well hydrated.
Well, good.
I know they prepared a lot for this game, and they're all well hydrated tonight. So
all right.
See how it all turns out.
And it sounds like they're watering the scoreboard pretty good because the number's growing. 21-12, Lakeside over LaSalle. Chris Smith, thank you very much for the update, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to Dwayne Woodard here real quick. Dwayne Woodard, our ailing, banged up, playing through pain, correspondent on the Chasing Aces hotline as Haynesville hosting Harmony Grove. What's happening tonight there, Dwayne?
Hey, Fletch.
What's up, buddy?
It is 1:07 left in the first quarter. It's already 21-0. Haynesville is doing it on the ground tonight. Of course, the first play from scrimmage tonight, we ran fullback trap, right?
Yep.
Coach Tommy Reeder's favorite play. Yusin took it 46 yards down to the 1, and then Isaiah punched it in on the 1 right after that. Then Donnie Critton had 54-yard TD run at the 5:20 mark, and he just took it in from 27 yards out at the 1:07 mark. So we're kicking off from that touchdown right here. It's been all Haynesville so far.
Very good, buddy. Thank you so much, Dwayne Woodard on the Chasing Aces hotline. Haynesville up 21-0 over Harmony Grove, which is not a Doobie Brothers song. Thank you very much, Dwayne.
All right. See you, Fletch.
See you, buddy. First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Neville 7, Calvary 0. North Dakota 21, Center Texas nothing. Airline 30, Benton 6. Evangel 27, Natchitoches Central 7. Houghton 7, Bird 6. Captain Street 14, Huntington 13. Loyola 7, Logansport 6. You told me an update for Bossier. What was it?
21-7.
21-7. Okay. 21-7. Bossier leading Glenbrook. Northwood leading Peabody 20-13. Parkway ahead of Woodlawn. It's either 28 or 29-0. Okay. BTW ahead of Bastrop 16-0. We think. Menden ahead of Homer 21-0. Ringgold with a 10-0 lead against Plain Dealing. Lakeside 21, LaSalle 12. The third different score of the night, as just confirmed, Haynesville leading 21-0. None of those other things they have on the site are correct at all.
That's awesome.
They all have Harmony Grove winning the game. So Haynesville 21, Harmony Grove 0 is the actual score. Nothing has been reported yet for North Caddo and North Webster. Same thing with Red River, St. Mary's, and Manny versus DeRitter. Ruston is leading Cabot, but it is 21-14 now. Cabot making a comeback. Cedar Creek, that is different. I think that's 36 now. 36-6, Cedar Creek leads Lakeview. Ouachita leading Wassman 8-6. I have not seen anything yet for Richwood, Mangum, Rayville, Sterlington, or Union Parish versus Ash. We will try to get those before the next one. Oak Grove all over Crossett, Arkansas 37-0. OCS, same thing against General Trash 28-0. They're all over them. More all over. That's Jonesboro Hodge 35-7 over West Ouachita. Franklin Parish 21, St. Frederick's 7. There we go. Madison is getting whomped as well. Fountain Blue 28-0 in that one. 22-6, Southern Lab leads Carroll. Central Catholic leads Catholic New Iberia 7-6. Westgate has scored to cut Southside's lead to 14-6. Acadiana and Zachary tied at 7. Lafayette Christian leads Karen Crow 13-10. Northside leads Sulphur 14-0. St. Thomas More and Catholic Baton Rouge tied at 7. Turlings ahead of Sam Houston 17-7. Central and Denham Springs tied at 14. ULab and Rummel tied at 10. John Curtis leads North Shore 21-3. And the local finals from last night: Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Every 15 minutes, Hester gives you the scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Our show also coming at you courtesy of the fine folks over at Chasing Aces. A reminder tonight, between 10 and midnight, the closest to the hole contest. $5 or $10, how many balls you want to hit on the first hole there. Take a shot at a couple of LSU home game tickets for this season. They're giving them away courtesy of Landers, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and, of course, whoever gets closest to the hole. There's also money for the charity on the hole, and tonight, that's the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Go check it out, chasingaces.golf. That's right, you can go ahead and book your entire weekend at Chasing Aces. Get you a bay and enjoy the games. Watch the games out there. Plenty of televisions, great food, great drink specials as well. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights. Chasing Aces, right next to Margaritaville in Bossier. We'll be back with more Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel, right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM, 1017 FM, KEEL, Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. When those dental needs arise, it's nice to know that Doctors Jared and Mackenzie Boyd are here to take care of you at Boyd Family Dentistry. You'll find them online at ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. You'll also find them online at 2042 Line Avenue in Shreveport. And, of course, give them a call. Set up an appointment, 318-425-5356, 318-425-5356, ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. Boyd Family Dentistry, the home of same-day crowns and emergency dental care. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop Click Drive Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Chevyland. Truck Month going on in September. 2.9% financing on beautiful brand new 2025 Silverado 1500s. Get you a deal in September. That's as long as they're going to keep this rolling. The #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, Dadrian Harris, where Red River is down in Natchitoches taking on St. Mary's Catholic, checking in on the Bulldogs. Hey, Dadrian, what's happening?
Nothing much. Just enjoying some Friday Night Lights.
Very good, buddy. Well, what's the score in your game?
The score right now is 12-17. No, sorry, 12-7. We're up. Literally just winning the halftime.
Okay. All right. How have the Red River Bulldogs put those 12 points on the board tonight?
Warren Bowman caught one in the end zone, and then he broke loose on about a 30-yard bubble screen and took it to the house.
Hey, we'll take that all day long, buddy. Dadrian Harris with the update. Red River at the break, leading St. Mary's Catholic 12-7. That'd be pretty cool because we got a head coach looking for his very first win as a head coach, and I know that he's got to be feeling that pressure. So we'll see if Travis Gary and the Red River Bulldogs can take care of business tonight. Thank you very much, Dadrian.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
You bet. Let's go to Manny. Let's go back the page before. Emily joins us. North Caddo and North Webster up in Spring Hill. Good evening, Emily Thompson. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Tim. We are good. It is kind of a homecoming for Coach Thompson. You know, North Webster is his alma mater.
Right.
And so I am here with my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my nephew. And we are just here watching North Caddo put their fight into it.
All right.
It is halftime right now. They are winning 40-0. North Webster is, but we're still in it. We are putting our best into it that we can.
All right. So North Webster up 40-0 at the half over North Caddo. Everything that could go wrong, I assume, has gone wrong for North Caddo.
It's just been a tough time of moving the ball and just getting it down the field and holding on to it. And that's been our biggest thing so far. And North Webster's been really getting it moving. But we have some great people. We have some great players who are cheering on our team from the sidelines. #1, Monte Miles, is really encouraging the team on the side. And so we really love his enthusiasm. So we're going to keep fighting as we head into the second half.
That's what you got to do. Put some points on the board, see what happens. You know, last week there was a 35-0 lead that evaporated. Who knows? Maybe a 40-0 lead evaporates tonight. Thank you very much, Emily Thompson.
Thank y'all. We'll
Always
talk to you
good
soon.
visiting with you. All right. Chase Thompson's bride there, taking care of us here. Where are we going now, Rube? Josh Hendrickson and the Manny Tigers got back on track last week, taking on DeRitter tonight. And by the way, Josh's boy, I guess, Jonas had 3 tackles, 3 assists, a fumble recovery last week. So a nice game by Jonas Hendrickson as well. Good evening, Josh. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
We're doing A-okay, man. How are those Manny Tigers faring tonight?
We're up 19-7 at the half.
Okay. Does it kind of feel like you're back, in a way?
I don't want to jinx it because it's only week 2, but it does. It's starting to get that way. It's starting to feel like it.
What has Tyler Hassel done as far as just kind of plugging in and kind of giving everybody that vibe that, okay, this is the way it was supposed to be doing the whole time?
He's just brought back Manny hard-nosed football. We're going to run the football, and we're going to line it up. You know what we're doing. Just stop it if you can.
Last week, Daniel Thomas ran 34 times for nearly 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. What kind of night is he having?
He's having a good night. He's carrying the ball a lot. I want to say he has a touchdown. I want to say he has one of them. I think him and another kid has – I can't remember. We have a defensive touchdown. Daniel has one, and then another kid has one. So
all right,
they're running the ball really well tonight. Daniel's really toting the rock for us really well.
Josh Hendrickson giving us the update. Manny on top of the DeRidder Dragons, 19-7 at the half. Thank you for the update, Josh.
Yes, sir.
And by the way, in the Colorado-Houston game, a little flip pass to Omarion Miller, former North Caddo Titan, takes it from the 20-yard line of Colorado all the way into Houston territory for about a 45-yard pickup for Omarion Miller and the Colorado Buffaloes.
Maybe they should fund him more.
Maybe they should put the ball in his hands a lot more. Where are we going, Rube? Hunter Smith and Ruston up in Cabot, Arkansas tonight after Ruston looked outstanding in week 1. Hunter, how are they looking tonight, buddy?
Hey, guys. Hunter Smith here at Cabot Panther Stadium in Cabot, Arkansas. 2 minutes to go in the first half. The Bearcats are up 42-14 and have really, really controlled the football game from start to finish. We did give up one special teams touchdown to Cabot and then had one bad drive on defense, but our offense has only sputtered once. Sam Hartwell just went 65 yards on a quarterback keeper in the 2-minute drill to score. We're kicking the ball off now to Cabot up 42-14. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
You know, Hunter, I'm from Arkansas, and I've said this many, many times. The high school football in Arkansas just doesn't hold a candle to what we have in Louisiana. We've got plenty of Louisiana versus Arkansas matchups tonight.
4 of them.
4 of them. And Louisiana schools are just pummeling Arkansas schools.
Pulaski did take the lead against West Monroe, but in the other 3 cases, yes.
Okay. What's the biggest difference in Ruston and Cabot?
I mean, if I had to say one thing, it's overall team speed. Just overall team speed. Cabot has got incredible facilities, great kids. They're really well coached. Classy group of people, beautiful facilities. I mean, it's just unbelievable. They got 2,800 students, 10 through 12, and then they have 1,000 in their freshman class at a separate school. It's a really nice place. Our team speed has given them a lot of trouble. But hey, man, they're still out here getting after it, and they're a good program.
Well, it's a growing part of the state in central Arkansas. Benton and Cabot and Bryan all just blew up. People getting the heck out of Little Rock back in the 80s and 90s, and it's just continued. It's just like you keep driving out of Little Rock, and the towns never stop until you're in Cabot. And
I mean, I feel like our Little Rock is just one big state now. I mean, it's just incredible. And they've got an indoor facility that I'm looking at right now. I mean, we're getting one, but I just don't have it yet, so I'm jealous of theirs. I mean, they got 280 kids in the band. I mean, there are students everywhere. It's a really great atmosphere and really great facility.
Yeah.
And
right now, though,
this is the Bearcats are taking care of business. This is the 4th year in a row that we've played. Really close game year 1. Stretched it out a little bit year 2. Blew them out last year, and well in control of the game tonight.
Yeah,
too.
Flexing pretty good there, buddy. All right, man. Thank you very much, Hunter. Great job as always.
Thanks, Fletch.
Hunter Smith on the Chasing Aces hotline. Let's check back in that Loyola game. Haven't heard from Brock Restovich tonight. He's the quarterback kid, and he was our Morris and DeWitt injury lawyer's stepfather as well last week. Ty Walsworth with 2 kick returns for a touchdown and a pass catch. Brock, what's happening in your game right now down in Logansport?
Well, Flyers got the opening kickoff. Offense did really good. A couple series of passes from Bryce Restovich to Ty Walsworth, and I forget who the other one was to. And then it set up a 28-yard touchdown run by Mason Drake to go up 7-0. Scored in 59 seconds of the game.
Nice.
And didn't get the ball back until the second quarter.
Wow.
It took Logansport a long time time of possession driving up the field to finally score. They went for the extra point and they missed it. 7-6. Been penalty-laden game, man. There's been a lot of false starts. There's been a couple personal fouls. The Flyers have just been plagued on offense by some bad passes. Bryce had a couple slip through his hands, it looked like, and then there's a couple drops. But other than that, we just hadn't been able to string anything together. With about 40 seconds left, we drove down the field, and Bryce threw a 14-yard touchdown to Ty Walsworth.
So stepbrother to stepbrother, and hopefully.
Defense has been playing pretty good, though.
Well, it sounds like it. Logansport.
Other than the first drive.
Yeah, if you give up a 10-minute and 50-something second drive, they're probably getting a little winded out there. Loyola up 14-6. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter?
Logansport.
Okay, Logansport will get the ball. That's right. You just said that. 59 seconds to score the opening drive. All right, buddy. Excellent. Always appreciate the updates there. Brock Restovich down in Logansport. His Loyola Flyers on top 14-6.
Go Flyers.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Calvary and Neville tied at 7. North Dakota 35, Center Texas 7. Airline 37, Benton 6. Evangel 27, Natchitoches Central 7. Houghton and Bird still 7-6.
13-7 Bird.
13-7. Okay, there we go. 13-7 Bird leading Houghton. Captain Shreve 21, Huntington 19. That one's gotten interesting in a hurry. Loyola leading Logansport 14-6. Bossier ahead of Glenbrook 21-14.
Now it's 28.
28-14. Bossier leading Glenbrook. Northwood 20, Peabody 13. Parkway 28, Woodlawn 0. BTW 16, maybe. Bastrop 0. Minden,
scoreboard's not operating there if you're wondering why we don't know.
Scoreboard is broken and nobody seems to know how many touchdowns it was.
Right. How many 2-point conversions, yeah.
It's 2025. Minden 21, Homer 0. Ringgold 18, Plain Dealing 0. Lakeside 21, LaSalle 12. Haynesville 21, Harmony Grove, Arkansas 0. North Webster 40, North Caddo nothing. Red River 12, St. Mary's 7. Manny 19, DeRitter 7. Ruston 42, Cabot, Arkansas 14. Cedar Creek 36, Lakeview 6. Ouachita leading Wassman 8-6. Still have not seen anything for Richwood, Mangum, or Rayville versus Sterlington. Last night, Ash did beat Union Parish 57-0. Oak Grove 45, Crossett, Arkansas 7. OCS 35, General Trask nothing. Jonesboro Hodge 35, West Ouachita 7. Franklin Parish 21, St. Fred's 7. Fontainebleau 28, Madison nothing. Southern Lab 22, Carroll 6. Central Catholic 7, Catholic New Iberia 6. Southside 14, Westgate 6. Acadiana and Zachary are tied at 14. Karen Crow now leads Lafayette Christian 18-13. Northside leads Sulphur 21-12. St. Thomas More ahead of Catholic Baton Rouge 14-7. Turlings Catholic ahead of Sam Houston 17-7. Central Baton Rouge leading Denham Springs 20-14. Romulus pulled ahead of U-High in the Superdome 24-10. John Curtis leads North Shore 34-3. Local finals from last night: Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, and Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. Don't forget, if you're at a game, shoot us a text on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, 318-GUY-PILE, 318-489-7453. McKenzie and Jared Boyd. Boyd Family Dentistry, same-day crowns available at Boyd Family Dentistry, 318-425-5356. Also, thanks to the good folks over at Morris Intuit Injury Lawyers, local. Trey Morris, Justin DeWitt, MorrisDeWitt.com. That's DEWETT, MorrisDeWitt.com. Over 1,700 five-star Google reviews. We've got more Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland coming your way. Hang tight. Back right after this. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Spell Brothers Lumber, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, just northeast of Bossier High between I-20 and East Texas, 318-747-1194. They are truly your local lumber company. They can do it all. Window installation, lumber supply, custom cabinets and doors, expert guidance and planning, hardware, and yes, hot shot delivery service where they'll bring your lumber and hardware needs right to your doorstep. Get in touch with Spell Brothers Lumber, locally owned and operated, 747-1194. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent Furniture and Appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skint and Dent, bringing you Coaches Conversations. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Reuben Wright, Adam Hester, and myself. Our show presented every day as well in the mornings, as well as on Friday nights by Alsco and Alsco.com. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and more. Alsco.com, 318-636-0404. Where are we going, Rube? Frank Nettles at Neville, where the Tigers and Calvary Cavaliers have staged a pretty entertaining football game tonight. Hey, Frank, how you doing this evening?
Well, it's entertaining toward the end here of the second half because we are at the second half now. Teams are coming back out. It is 7-7. Guys, the first quarter was just dull. Neville kind of going back and forth, 4 and out, and then a couple of first downs for Neville. Calvary really and truly got no first downs in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, we finally put some points on the board, Neville does, at the 4-yard line. Drive down, I think it's 2 passes, but mostly just smash mouth football all the way down to the 4-yard line where we get, let's see, I think it was Blankston. Yes, Jarvis Blankston, number 22 for Neville, scores from 4 yards out. Kick off the ball back to Calvary, and not much going there. They actually drive down to about the 15-yard line.
Okay.
But we intercept the ball. Reed intercepts the ball for Neville, number 7, Jaden Reed, intercepts the ball. We don't take advantage of that, bringing it back. So now it's still 7-7. Right before the half ends, they get the ball back. That is Calvary. And about 3 passes, they punch it in the end zone. Their extra point's good. It's 7-7. But really and truly, not a whole lot from either team. I'm going to tell you something. Our offensive line is young, and we're struggling on that offensive line. Our defense is good, but they're on the field a little bit that second quarter quite a bit. Everybody's coming out to play again. Let's see what happens in this second half, guys, because that's going to be the telltale. I'm not sure if Calvary, with some of their kids going both ways, can keep up with what Neville does.
And it's very, very warm and muggy this evening as well.
It is. It is very, very warm and muggy.
And so who gets the ball to start the third quarter?
I'm standing down here just sweating, just standing down here. What was you going to say? I'm sorry.
That's all right, Frank. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter?
We do.
Okay, Neville will return. All right.
Yeah, we kicked off. Neville will return. But y'all get back with me, and we'll see what happens, say, around the third or starting the fourth
Sounds
quarter.
good to me. Frank Nettles always does a great job taking care of those Neville Tigers on our Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, Frank.
Guys.
You betcha, buddy.
All right.
Josh Burrows joins us from Benton High School, where the Tigers are opening district play tonight against the Airline Vikings. And, Josh, it sounds like that the Airline Viking offense is in full attack mode. They do not know how to let up off the gas, just like they've been doing for about 3 years now. How you doing this evening, sir?
Could be better, Fletch, but we're glad to be here.
Well, very good, man. So where are we in the game, and what's the score right now?
Yeah, so we just got to halftime. It's 43-6, like you said. Vikings offense is just going up and down the field. We're execution-wise, we're just missing a little step here or there.
What is it about that offense when you look out there and you're like, okay, what are they doing? Now, granted, they've got Kenny Darby, who's one of the top wide receivers in the country as a high schooler. I don't know how much he's had to play tonight. DJ Allen had 3 touchdowns last week as a running back. Their new quarterback, Chase Williams, takes over, of course, for Ben Taylor, who's now down at Natchitoches at Northwestern State. What are they doing tonight that seems to be just giving Benton trouble?
Well, pretty much everything. It's,
okay.
Who do you want to guard? Who do you want to take out of the game? You take one out of the game, and you got a quarterback that's also pretty mobile. So you drop everybody back in coverage, and then you got a guy scrambling, and then we're over pursuing a little bit. So it's pretty much a little bit of everything right now. But the main thing is they've got athletes all over the field, and our guys just have to line up and execute. Right now, we're just not doing that.
Well, and, here's the thing. I know coaches talk about this all the time, Josh, but win the next play. So 43-6, yeah, it is what it is, and it's probably going to end up, who's going to get the win in this thing. But how do you play this next quarter? How do you play this next drive? Win that play. Next thing you know, it's 43-12, So I know Stephen Dennis is a patient man, and I know he's going to get the job done. But right now it's a struggle because Airline is just in really good shape. Offensively, they are a juggernaut. And their defense, that's the other thing about this, Josh. Their defense kind of gets overlooked, but they're not too shabby.
I'll tell you what, number 7, their linebacker there is pretty elite. He's been all over the field making plays.
Well, I will check out number 7, and I'll ask Justin Scoggin about number 7 a little bit later on. Josh Burrows, buddy, taking the time out to give us an update, greatly appreciated, man. Really do appreciate that. Have a great weekend, too, as well, Josh.
Yes, sir. You do the same. Tiger Pride.
Chasing Aces hotline. Benton on the wrong end of a 43-6 score. Where are we going, Rube? Alan Pash joins us here from Natchitoches, where the Chiefs got on the board to make it a 7-7 game in the first quarter. Where are we now, though, Alan Pash? And welcome to the show.
Thank you. We're at 27-7.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of answers right now.
What's your impression of Peyton Houston as a quarterback? I know Peyton's going down to LSU tomorrow for a big recruiting weekend. One of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the country, no matter how you look at the recruiting services for the class of 2027. What's your take on Peyton Pop Houston?
He looks good, and he's got a rocket arm.
Yeah.
He's got this crazy 10-yard shotgun snap, and you think it's way too far back, but it's not. And he's shifty too. So it's we gotta contain and just try to start chipping and keep our heads up.
Yeah, and you've got a pretty fair quarterback yourself. So let's see.
Oh yeah.
Second half, there's still 24 minutes of football. All right, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Alan Pash,
right.
Thank you for the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. All right. We already okay. What do you want to do? You want to do that? Okay, let's do that then.
Who's getting
First
showing the 10-yard shot?
Bringing you scores on
Hester,
the water. Didn't we talk about this a little bit? Because last week Neville got after him pretty good. And I think we even might have brought it up with Pastor Denny, or maybe we talked about it before or after, that maybe it's time for Evangel to bring back the old Josh Booty shotgun.
And they ran that shotgun all the way until
I know
Jordan
the neurons
Powell?
were, yeah.
Maybe. So what is changed comes back around and becomes.
If he's got to get 10 yards, and he's probably dropping back a little bit once he gets it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing with Peyton Pops Houston.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
If he's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage and throws a 10-yard
right.
out, that's not a problem for
No,
that
it is
kid.
not. So there you go.
Pretty funny.
Scores on the quarters. Calvary and Neville tied at 7. North DeSoto 35. Center Texas 7. I might be off on a couple of these. But Airline 43. Benton 6. That's a halftime score. Evangel 27. Natchitoches 7. Bird 13. Houghton 7. Huntington and Captain Shreve, it's being reported tied at 21.
Okay.
So there had to have been a safety for that to occur. We've been burned on safeties in the past.
We have.
Loyola leading Logansport 14-6. Bossier 28. Glenbrook 14. Still 20-13, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
For Northwood and Peabody.
Yeah,
Northwood
yeah.
leading that game. Parkway 49. Woodlawn 6. BTW 16. Bastrop nothing, we think. Menden 21, Homer 0, Ringgold 18, Plain Dealing 0. Lakeside and LaSalle is getting good, 21-20. Lakeside leads that game. Haynesville leading Harmony Grove, Arkansas 21-0. North Webster 40, North Caddo 0. Red River 12, St. Mary's 7. Manny 19, DeRitter 7. Ruston 42, Cabot, Arkansas 21. Cedar Creek 50, Lakeview 6. Ouachita 8, Wasman 6. No score that I've seen reported for Richwood, Mangum, or Rayville, Sterlington. Ash beat Union Parish last night, 57-0. Oak Grove ahead of Crossett, Arkansas, 45-7. OCS 35, General Trask nothing. Jonesboro Hodge 35, West Ouachita 7. Franklin Parish leading St. Fred's 21-7. Fountain Blue leading Madison 28-0. Southern Lab ahead of Carroll 22-6. Central Catholic 7. Catholic New Iberia 6. Southside 14. Westgate 6. Acadiana and Zachary tied at 14. Karen Crow leads Lafayette Christian 18-13. Northside ahead of Sulphur 21-12. St. Thomas More leads Catholic Baton Rouge 14-7. Turlings Catholic in front of Sam Houston 17-7. Central leads Denham Springs 20-14. Rummel ahead of University Lab 24-10. John Curtis 34. North Shore 3. The local finals from last night. Mansfield 28. Green Oaks 22. Lincoln Prep 52. Magnolia 14. Southwood 16. Arcadia 15.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. 318-797-7810. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM 710 Keel. Chevyland, 2.9% financing on beautiful brand new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500s, all during the month of September, where it's Truck Month. The September that you remember to get you a brand new Silverado. Ruben and Hester and I will be back with more Friday Football Frenzy on 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the number one Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like chasing aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Goodwill Industries presents our Unsung Hero each and every week with our high school coaches and our high school coverage, because basically who's a bigger unsung hero around here other than Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana? They've been around since 1926. They cover 26 parishes in North Louisiana, employing over 250 people, but more importantly, really, the type of services they have. Job placement, training, GED, independent living for foster youth. So much good coming from Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there in ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Remember, we are broadcasting the show on 101.7 FM, 17 Keel. You'll also find us on X at Fletcher Show. You'll find us on the Tim Fletcher Show YouTube channel and Friday Football Frenzy Facebook page, along with the Tim Fletcher Show Facebook page. So we've got you everywhere, radio, streaming, and video. My gosh, what else could we possibly do for you tonight? And you don't have to pay a dime for this. Let's get out
free.
Completely free. Let's go to Mike Sewell. He's at Houghton between the Pines, where it's been a pretty close contest tonight in the district opener for both the Buccaneers and the Bird Yellow Jackets. On our Chasing Aces hotline, what do you say there, Mike Sewell? How's everything going tonight?
Hey, great game out here at Houghton. It's 13-7 Bird right now. 6 minutes left in the third. Houghton scored first. Bird had the ball, ran a fake punt on the first series. Houghton got the ball short field and scored. Bird is running the ball well. Colin Deere looking really good at fullback for Bird. He's really an impressive runner. But Santiago and Harris running the ball well, too. Bird moving the ball pretty consistently. Houghton is moving the ball, has a touchdown drop, has a touchdown callback for a penalty, and multiple penalties on Houghton have hurt them. Right now, Bird just stopped Houghton on 4th and goal. Bird has the ball deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6, water timeout in third quarter, 13-7 Bird.
What has worked for Houghton tonight, and what has not worked for Houghton tonight?
He's running the ball well. The off-tackle game, the sweep game, they're running the ball really well and mixing it up with some play action and short balls. Houghton went over the top on a 3rd and 10 into the end zone for a touchdown on the first drive, and then went to the same play and was dropped again. So Houghton's running the ball well between the tackles, and then pulling out and taking shots. Bird, traditional 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and like I said, they're just pounding it in there. And every now and then they'll break one for 15, 20 yards. Deere had a big run on the first touchdown drive of about 30 yards to get them down close.
Colin Deere, couple of touchdowns for the Bird Yellow Jackets. They're on top 13-7. District opener for both. Houghton's defense playing much better tonight. Mike, is that a good way to put it?
Absolutely. They're really playing well against a disciplined Baloo team, as you know. They're going to pound the ball. Houghton playing assignment football, and only really has given up that one big run. Otherwise, it's been just pound and get first downs. But Houghton defense really stepping up this week compared to last week's effort.
Very good. Mike Sewell, thank you so much for the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. Houghton, trailing Bird, 13-7, third quarter. All right, buddy, talk to you later. Let's go to Captain Shreve at Lee Hedges, where they are entertaining Huntington. Todd Sharp joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline, and it's a fun game tonight as well. What's going on there, Sharp?
All right, we are all tied up here, halftime. We've had a couple turnovers that have led to some points that Huntington's capitalized on. We drive down, about 40 seconds left. We get it down to about the 15-yard line, try a 35-yard field goal about, and miss it. So we are going through some halftime right now.
Okay. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter, Sharp?
That's a great question, Fletch.
You didn't know there was going to be a quiz. Sorry about that.
I thought I'd give the information. You're not supposed to ask me.
Wait a minute. This isn't in the contract. You're not supposed to ask me any questions. What the heck's going on here? All right, so we'll figure. You know what? We'll probably figure it out when they come out to the half, and somebody's going to put a ball on the tee, and that's who's kicking it off. So we'll get there when that. When we
I'll check in with you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Sharp, 21-21 should be a fun second half at Lee Hedges, Shreve, and Huntington in the district opener for both. Thank you very much, Todd Sharp.
Thank you.
Chasing Aces hotline. By the way, the Mudbugs opening their season tonight in Oklahoma City, trail 2-0 after 2 periods of play. The Bugs have shot 9 times on goal, but can't get anything past the Warriors netminder. You know what they say, Hester? He's standing on his head. So
we don't know because we don't know if they're good saves or not.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
That's right. Kick saving, it's a beauty.
Yeah. We'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Mudbugs, by the way, will be at home next weekend before they head off to Blaine, Minnesota for the showcase.
The showcase is quick.
It is. The season seemed like it's here
Yeah,
quick.
I know.
It's September 12th, and they're playing hockey. It's a long season for the Mudbugs. Get in touch with the Mudbugs, 636-7094, mudbugshockey.com for more ticket information. Mudbugs at home next week, I think against Amarillo, and we cannot stand
No, we
those guys.
can't
God,
stand them. Just the
they're
worst.
I can't even,
No.
just saying their name.
The thought of their existence. It's
Oh,
terrible.
I have to drink a Fresca to get it out of my mouth, I think. All right. Ruben is not doing a very good job right now.
Boo.
They're not saying Ruben. They're saying boo.
Who earns?
You're the boo, Ruben. Come on, get somebody on the phone, you loser.
What are you doing?
Puff would have had somebody. Yeah, I guarantee you, Rogers Hampton would have dialed somebody, and you would have heard it.
Through our microphones.
Through our microphones. Yes. And you would have probably heard him say, "Good evening, sugar. How you doing?"
This whole page is cursed.
What page are we on? 2 or 3?
Curse you. Curse you.
8 through 11.
All right, so,
not answering the phone.
did I sent you Connor Lee's number, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Let's try him for the Bossier one.
Neville and Calvary are now tied at 14. That second Calvary touchdown was definitely a pick six.
Okay.
So 14 all in that game.
Stole a possession, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back comes Neville. That's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't know what to trust as far as the Haynesville score goes, so it's just going to have to be Dwayne on the phone.
Right, because Dwayne
Because this is all jacked up.
What is it saying now?
It's either 21 or 28-0. But they are playing two different Harmony Groves on this website.
Right. That's where
with different logos and different nicknames and everything. It's awesome.
That's where it gets difficult for Haynesville, having to play two different teams.
That's
Haynesville's
wild.
only got 34 players on the roster.
Not a big roster, too.
No, not at all. No. So give it up for David Franklin and company as they are battling two different Harmony Groves, according to GoPreps.com.
2025, we're dealing with this nonsense.
All right, where are we going here?
It is 28-0 Haynesville. Because Dwayne, the stats are online now.
Okay, good deal. We're going to Connor Lee, who is at the Bossier Glenbrook game, and it's been kind of a fun one as well. Good evening, Connor, on the Chasing Aces hotline. How you doing tonight?
Good. How about y'all?
We're doing wonderful, buddy. How are those Bossier Bearcats faring?
Well, right now we're 28-14 with about 8 minutes in the third. Bossier's punting. It's been a pretty back and forth game. Bossier got 21-0 to start, but Glenbrook's fought back pretty hard.
And that's what it looks like. You know, Bossier up 21-0 and now 28-14. Who's got the ball right now, Connor, and where are they?
They just ran a fake punt, and I think it's going to be short.
Okay. Was that a fourth down play?
Sir?
Was that fourth down or third down?
Yes, sir, it was. Yes, sir. They
Okay.
faked the punt, and they were short.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. 28-14, Bossier and Glenbrook. Connor Lee stepping in for Coach Thrash tonight. Nice job, Connor. We'll probably be back in touch with you here before the next 30
Yes,
minutes or
sir.
so. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
You betcha, man. That's very nice of you. Glad to do it. Wow.
Neville might have gone for two because now it's updated to 15-14.
Oh.
So not 100% sure which one to take there.
Okay. Stephen Verpka, as Parkway's putting on the final stages of a very thorough win tonight, joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hello there, Stephen Verpka. How you doing?
Doing good, Fletch. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, buddy. What's going on in that Parkway Woodlawn game?
We're in running clock right now. We're 9:31 in the second and the third quarter.
Oh, geez.
We're 56-6 right now.
56-6. Whew.
Yes, sir.
I take it everything has gone right for the Parkway Panthers tonight.
Yes, sir. I mean, we had one busted play that they scored a big run on, and other than that, we've had a really, really good night. Caleb Williamstone thrown 5 touchdowns tonight, and 3 of them to Antonio Gladys. It's just been a good night, for the Panthers, of course. We're getting a lot of younger guys some reps tonight, and let's just see what we can go from here and get some guys some growth and just get out of here injury-free.
How good is it to have Gladney out there?
He's a difference maker for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's got
talented kid. Bernie's had a great night too. Gary Burney, he's really kind of coming into his own as well. So just been a good night.
And last week, I'm trying to. Is it Brady Payne? Is that right, or Brody Payne? Brady Payne. 6 solo
Brady Prime.
Brady Prime. Yeah. I'm sorry. As Hester can attest, and Ruben, my handwriting is terrible.
Terrible handwriting.
So Brady Prime, 6 solo tackles last week, 7 assists, so 13 total tackles. How big of a kid is Prime?
He's probably about 6 foot, 6'1", probably about 185, 190.
Okay.
Good kid, real smart kid, good kid in the classroom, great kid to be around. One of our ambassadors at the school.
Oh, that's awesome.
All around great kid.
Well, there we go. Glad we brought him up. All right, there we go.
Yes,
Stephen Verpka, who would know? Who are the good kids at school, for Pete's sake?
We got a lot of them. We got a lot of them on our campus.
That's the way. That's what you like to hear there in Sobo, taking care of business. Parkway on top of Woodlawn tonight, 56-6. Stephen Verpka, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You as well.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right. We think Neville went for 2. So 15-14, if that is accurate, they lead Calvary. I'll check Chad's Facebook.
All right.
North Dakota leading Center Texas 35-7. Airline leading Benton 43-6. Evangel on top of Natchitoches 34-7. Bird ahead of Houghton 13-7. Huntington and Captain Street tied at 21. Loyola leading at Logansport 14-12. That's going to probably be a fun one.
It will
all
be.
The way down.
Yep.
Bossier 28, Glenbrook 14, Northwood 20, Peabody 13, Parkway 56, Woodlawn 6, BTW leading Bastrop 16-0. Minden ahead of Homer 28-0. Ringgold with the lead 18-0 at Plain Dealing. Lakeside leads LaSalle 21-20. Haynesville ahead of Harmony Grove, Arkansas 28-0. North Webster led North Caddo 40-0 at halftime. Don't know if that's changed or not. Red River leading St. Mary's 12-7. Manny ahead of DeRitter 19-7. Ruston on top of Cabot, Arkansas 42-21. Cedar Creek leads Lakeview 50-6. Still hanging in at 8-6 is Ouachita versus Wassman.
Wow.
The way that those guys run the football and play defense and hit each other, that really doesn't surprise me. Richwood and Mangum, I have not found anything on.
They must have played last time.
They did not.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on there. Sterlington leads Rayville 41-8. So we do have an update on that.
Sterlington 41-8.
41-8. Final from last night over there, Ash over Union Parish 57-0. Oak Grove leads Crossett, Arkansas 45-7. OCS leads General Trask 35-0. Jonesboro Hodge all over West Ouachita 49-13. Franklin Parish ahead of St. Fred's 21-7. Fountain Blue leads Madison 42-0. Southern Lab leading Carroll 22-6. Another kind of reminds me of the Ouachita game. Central Catholic 7, Catholic New Iberia 6. A lot of running happening in that football game. Southside ahead of Westgate 21-6. Zachary leads Acadiana 21-14. Lafayette Christian has gone ahead of Karen Crow 19-18.
That's a fun game.
Yes, for sure. It was 13-3 Lafayette Christian. Then Karen Crow scored 15 straight to take an 18-13 lead. Lafayette Christian scored to go back up by 1. Don't know about the 2-point conversion. Going to try to see if I can find out what happened there.
All righty.
Northside leading Sulphur 21-12. St. Thomas More and Catholic Baton Rouge tied at 14. Turlings Catholic leads Sam Houston 24-7. Denham Springs has pulled ahead of Central Baton Rouge 21-20. Rummel ahead of University High 30-16 in the Superdome. John Curtis leads North Shore 34-3. And the local finals from last night: Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. They've gone to the end of the third quarter at Bird and Houghton, between the pines at Houghton, and Bird on top 13-7. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. It's 8:48, which is about 11 minutes and 45 seconds until the hour of 9 o'clock. Roughly 12 minutes to 9.
Give or take.
Give or take. On Friday, 9/12/2025 is our one of the most boring monitors I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if can you see that on our thing there?
What?
I don't think you can.
That monitor screams, you have low salt items at a restaurant.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive Chevyland. Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, and our buddy Bubba Winningham. God, they're good fellas. And I'll tell you right now, I drive a Silverado from there, and I love it. 2024 Silverado LTZ Texas Edition 4x4. I tell you what, it got everything in it, man. It just I love that entertainment center. I just love my truck. You're going to love it, too, because they got Truck Month going on this month. 2.9% financing available with approved credit on those beautiful brand new 2025 Silverado 1500s, all in the month of September. Check them out, Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Together, let's drive. We'll be back on 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Another year of Friday Football Frenzy is here, and another year with Chevyland as our proud title sponsor. For the 12th consecutive season, high school football moves to front and center in our coverage because of fine folks like Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, Bubba Winningham, and the entire award-winning crew at Chevyland, your title sponsor for the 12th consecutive year of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Oh, Possum, where art thou? On the music here. Tell you what, Rube, y'all sound good tonight, buddy. This is a little bit more peppy than what I'm accustomed to hearing from Opossum, where art thou? And I don't think I heard a vulgar lyric. What the? That was not NC-17 at all.
It's one of our few clean tunes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of our few clean ones.
Whenever Bears has kids night, it's nice to know y'all got some songs for them.
It will not be October 4th coming up here in a little while with more acts to be announced, including Aubrey and the Meat Sweats. So don't miss those guys.
If you can't get Aubrey and the Meat Sweats, buddy, I don't know what you got going on for you. Where are we going? Tamika? Let's go to Tamika. She's having to deal with a broken scoreboard. Her BTW Lions are absolutely a tour de force so far, though, hosting Bastrop tonight. Joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's one of our favorites, Tamika Moore. Hello, Tamika. How you doing?
Hello, Fletch. I'm doing well. Yeah, the scoreboard came on.
Ooh.
And we had it for a good little while, and now it's flickering on and off. It is 22-12.
Oh,
11 minutes. Into the third quarter, BT has the ball, got it off of interception from Bastrop. So we're moving the ball. It's 2nd and 10.
Okay.
So the scoreboard's out again. So, that's our highlight for tonight. It's back on.
On?
Okay, what else?
Off.
Yeah. We playing lights on, lights off.
Red light, green light.
Yes.
It's a fun game to play, but I don't know if I imagine Coach Cooper is probably not too happy.
I think Coach Wynn is messing with us tonight.
And BTW's winning, so maybe he's doing it for the right reasons there,
Exactly.
Good stuff. BTW on top, 22-12, late third quarter. Bastrop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Receiver missed the ball and would have had an open run for a touchdown. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's why we love checking in with Tamika, because we're going to get the raw emotion, Tamika. Doggone it. You're out there making sure those boys stay healthy, and so you have a vested interest, so we love hearing that stuff.
Yes.
All right, Tamika. We'll be back with you if this game gets tighter. Okie dokie.
All righty, and thanks, Fletch.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. If we don't chat with you, Tamika Moore, who is just an absolute wonderful human being that has taken care of us in a long, long time. 36-yard run on our Boyd Family Dentistry text line from Day. And that's a touchdown for the Evangel Eagles, as they are now up 34-14. Oh, no, that was 34-14. And now? I guess it's 41 now.
Okay. You get the Houghton as well.
Yeah, that one has gotten Houghton has taken the lead. Where are we going here, Rube? Jeff Rhodes and Menden, the Menden Crimson Tide, flexing their muscle early at Homer. What's going on now on that Chasing Aces hotline, Jeff Rhodes?
Man, we got just under 9 minutes left in this game, Fletch, and it's sitting at 28-0.
Okay.
Minden has been saying. I got to say, in the second half, Homer has. They're not giving up. They are not giving up. They had a great drive earlier, went down, and we ended up stopping them at fourth down. Ended up intercepting it. But man, they are fighting like cats and dogs out there, Fletch.
Well,
got to hand it to them.
No, that's awesome. I'm telling you, Richie Casey, I think, does a great job, a really good job. And they're always going to give it everything they've got. They are a very prideful football community there in Homer, Louisiana. Right now, though, it's all Minden, 28-zip, as we are now. Did you say late third quarter? Is that right, Jeff?
Late fourth quarter.
Late fourth quarter. Okay, so this was just about over with. Boy, I tell you, I'm happy for your boys, though, Jeff. After last week, that's nothing that anybody wants to be remembered for, and so they have good on them for washing that out of their system and coming out really strong tonight. That's a good showing for the Crimson Tide. I know you got to be happy about your boy and everybody there, man. So good stuff. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thanks, Fletch.
You betcha, buddy. A couple of things coming in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Got a touchdown for North Caddo.
All right.
47-8 with 9 minutes to go in the game. There we go. That's what you got to like to see.
Help me with the Evangel score, by the way, because I'm seeing.
Okay. Ernie, where are you?
A couple of different things here.
All right, Ernie, 41-14 Evangel.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
41. In the Calvary-Neville game, so correction on what we thought we had.
Okay.
It was 14-14. Neville kicked a field goal to go up 17-14, and then has just scored a long touchdown.
Oh.
So it's now 24-14.
Ooh, okay. That's a big difference maker right there. 2-score lead.
That's
over
Bo texted
Calvary.
me that. So.
All right. Okay. Where are we going now, Rube? Dwayne Woodard, another check-in on the Haynesville Golden Tornado taking on Harmony Grove of Arkansas. Dwayne Woodard on the Chasing Aces hotline. Dwayne, what's happening in your game?
Hey, Fletch. Donnie Critton just scored his third touchdown of the night from the about the 3-yard line with 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Brayton just made the PAT, so it's 35-0. It has been all tornado.
All tornado ahead of the Homer game next week, which we will not have Dwayne Woodard there. He'll be going through some medical stuff. And, Dwayne, we are pulling for you, buddy. I suggested to David Franklin again the skates on the bottom of your foot, and he said no, just like your wife has said no about that.
Coach probably had a good idea. That's probably not good at all.
Not a good plan at all. But, buddy, we're going to miss you next week and appreciate your help this week as always, Dwayne. Thank you very much. Good luck as well.
Thanks, Fleck.
You betcha, buddy. That's a good dude right there. Old Dwayne from Minden taking care of us.
Haynesville playing in that giant hole that the Art Bell show used to play the sounds out of. What is going on?
It was loud. Dadrian Harris joins us. Red River and St. Mary's Catholic. It was a 12-7 game at the half. So here we go on our Chasing Aces hotline. What do we have happening now, Dadrian?
14-12, St. Mary's in the Wildcat on the 23-yard line. Ran for about 5 yards, got a 5-yard pickup. We're on the defensive end. St. Mary's starting to drive, putting together a good drive.
Okay, how much time left in the game here, Dadrian?
We are in the third quarter with 19 seconds left.
Okay, all right. So you got a full another quarter then. All right, good. It was going to be a fun game,
yes, sir.
It's going to go down to the wire. That's what we love to have on Friday nights. Dadrian Harris taking care of us here on Friday Football Frenzy. Thank you very much, Dadrian.
Yes, sir.
We got some close games.
We do.
Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Catch some updates on the fly over here, including some great ones down south, man. It just doesn't disappoint.
Right.
Neville 24, Calvary 14, North Dakota 42, Center Texas 7, Airline 43, Benton 6, Evangel 41, Natchitoches Central 14, Houghton 14, Bird 13.
Hold on. It's now Bird 21. Hold on. Let me make sure I got that right, Adam. Colin Deere answers. First play, 44-yard run. Scores 2 plays later. 2-point try. Good. Bird leads 21-14.
Okay. Captain Shreve was 27-21. I don't know if that was before or after the extra point attempt. Loyola ahead of Logansport 14-12.
It is 21-12. Okay. Loyola with 4:21 to go.
In the game.
In the third.
The third, okay. 21-12.
Yep.
Bossier 28, Glenbrook 14. Northwood.
Hold on that one. 28-20 now. Glenbrook with a touchdown, missed the extra point, though. So
all right. Northwood, I have not seen anything different about.
No.
20-13 over Peabody. Parkway was 56-6 over Woodlawn with a running clock. BTW 22, Bastrop 12. Minden 28, Homer 0. Ringgold 8, Plain Dealing 6. Lions on the board.
So 28-6?
18.
18-6?
18-6.
Okay.
Yep. Minden was 28-0 over.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Lakeside 21, LaSalle 20. Haynesville 35, Harmony Grove, Arkansas 0. North Webster 47, North Caddo 8. St. Mary's 14, Red River 12. Manny 19, DeRitter 7. Ruston 42, Cabot, Arkansas 21. Cedar Creek 50, Lakeview 6. Ouachita 8, Waspin 6. Surely that's changed. Richwood and Mangum still nothing from that game. Sterlington was leading Rayville 41-8. Final from last night from over there. Ash 57, Union Parish 0. Oak Grove leading Crossett, Arkansas 45-14. OCS leading General Trask 35-0. Jonesboro Hodge 49, West Ouachita 13. Franklin Parish 21, St. Fred's 7. Fountain Blue 42, Madison 0. Southern Lab 28, Carroll 14. Catholic has scored. Catholic New Iberia has scored to take a 14-7 lead over Central Catholic. We've got 21-6 is the Southside lead over Westgate. Zachary leads Acadiana 21-14. That may have changed. I'll get it on the next one. Lafayette Christian leads Karen Code 19-18. Northside ahead of Sulphur 21-12. St. Thomas More and Catholic New Iberia, it was tied at 14. I know something has changed in that game. It's now tied at 21. Okay, so 21 all in the St. Thomas More Catholic Baton Rouge game. Turlings Catholic leading Sam Houston 24-7. Denham Springs ahead of Central 21-20. A final from the Superdome, Rummel 30, University Lab 17. John Curtis leads North Shore 41-3. And the local finals from last night, Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Plain Dealing has scored again. It is now 18-12.
Look
Ringgold
out.
leads in that game.
Look out. 18-12. That's got to be getting kind of close to the end.
I would think
Because
so.
I imagine they're not chunking the ball
Probably
around.
not a lot of passes
whole
thrown in
lot
that game.
there. Yeah. Friday Football Frenzy has reached, to borrow a phrase from Scott Hansen, the witching hour. It's the fourth quarter in so many of our games, late third, and we have got some tight ones to get to. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Our show also coming at you courtesy of Spell Brothers Lumber, the home of hot shot delivery, and also awarding the Lay in the Lumber Award, the Mendigo kid from Evangel, who stuffed the stat sheet last week with tackles and fumble recoveries and tackles for a loss and sacks. He got the Lay in the Lumber Award, brought to you by Spell Brothers Lumber, locally owned and operated by our buddy John Solomons, old JP and Company at 1321 Martin Drive, just northeast of Bossier High School between I-20 and East Texas. They have hot shot delivery service. You can get your supplies from Spell Brothers Lumber. They will deliver to your job site, unload where you need it, and then when the job is over, if you have unused and undamaged material, they'll come pick it up and give you a store credit. Who else does that?
Nobody.
Spell Brothers Lumber, bringing you the Lay in the Lumber Award. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Rube, Hester, and myself, back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport-Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com.
Morse & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
If you have uniform needs, tablecloths and napkins to be picked up, laundered, and delivered, anything to do with taking care of your facility, from wet mops to floor mats to washroom needs and first aid kits and equipment, you can count on Alsco. 318-636-0404, alsco.com.
Breaking news and trending talk. 1017 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. On this second week of the season, we've got a final score. North Webster over North Caddo, 47-14. We'll be visiting with some of our winning coaches when the games are over on our Skint and Dent coaches conversation. Again, I don't understand why anybody buys an appliance from anywhere other than Skint and Dent.
People are dumb, Tim.
Only suckers pay retail.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that that's the old David Page motto? My buddy David Page.
Correct.
Who once paid $10, 10 cents less per pound for a ribeye at a national grocery chain because he told the butcher, I'm not paying that. He said, I can't do anything about it. He goes, that's ridiculous.
That's not how this works, sir.
And he talked him down 10 cents a pound on a ribeye. And so I'm like, all right, he's true. Suckers pay retail. You don't have to pay retail at Skint and Dent, buddy. They'll be open tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in their beautiful showroom at 814 Shreveport-Barksdale. If you are in need of an appliance, they've got them for you. Yeah, they may have a scratch or maybe a dent, but I can't see the dent. Save up to 50%. I don't know why you would.
Where's the dent?
Where's the dent? Airline up 50-12. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Clock running. Montreville Lewis with another Circus Act touchdown, Connor Lee says, and that's a Bossier Bearcat. Our buddy Showtime, I think it was Showtime, at the game is like, it was our buddy Roy Edwards said Bossier quarterback is a man-child. Yeah.
We've heard that, right? Yeah.
Yes, we have. And speaking of, let's go back to Bossier, where Connor Lee joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Connor, your quarterback there, Mr. Montreville Lewis, was just referred to as a man-child by somebody from Glenbrook. I take it he just did something good.
Yes, sir. He's had two, and, you know, I know you probably hear everybody say this every week, but he has made two incredible touchdown runs. I don't know how he got in.
And he's only a freshman, right?
I'll tell you all that, but he looks incredible tonight.
Is he a freshman? Is that what I'm thinking? Is that?
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore, okay, sophomore.
Yes, sir.
I knew he had some time left on the old clock there. And so what's the
sir.
score right now, buddy?
Right now it's 35-20. Glenbrook's got the ball on their 10-yard line.
Okay, and how much time
Bossier
left?
just got a sack, so it's about 3rd and 15 right now.
Okay, and we're in the fourth quarter?
Yes, sir. Just started the fourth quarter.
Just started the fourth quarter. Very good. Connor Lee getting us updated. Bossier starting to stretch their legs a little bit after having a 21-0 lead, cut to 7. It's back out to 15, 35-20 over Glenbrook. at the Apache's place in Webster Parish. Nice job there, Connor Lee. Thank you very much, buddy.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for having me.
You bet. 25-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Pops Houston and Johnny Casey. As they head into the fourth on the final play of the third quarter, Evangel now on top of Natchitoches 48-21. So speaking of stretching things out a little bit, it's starting to get a little out of hand there on Evangel. Will Delafield texts in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. His kid, Luke Delafield, in his fourth year as a starting quarterback. It's 42-13 now. Center Texas with a touchdown, but North DeSoto well in command with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter there. Another text on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Houghton counters with big plays, a 50-yard pass, flips the field, and a 30-yard touchdown run. That game is now tied 21-21 with 7:30 to play in the game. So we will be going back there here very soon. Let's see, Brock Restovich texts in and says Mason Drake for a 5-yard touchdown run. So that's another Loyola touchdown. Man, this is what's going on here.
What's the score, Loyola?
I don't know.
Is it 35-12?
Probably.
Okay.
Possibly you. At least 34-12.
That low-scoring 8-6 Ouachita Waspin game, by the way, the defensive struggle. Yeah, that's just because they didn't update the score. 51-6 Ouachita.
There we go. Okay.
A little bit different than we thought it might be.
51-6.
Yeah, 51-6 Ouachita leads Waspin.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fun. That's a low
nice little 43-point run there.
Yeah.
35-12 Flyers.
And another touchdown for Neville, so they're starting to put some distance there, 31-14. Now they lead Calvary.
That's one of the things that Rodney talked about today. Calvary was going in with a couple of starting offensive linemen missing, an 8th grader starting at left tackle for Calvary against Neville.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
I think I have an idea of who it was.
I'll try to look up the name here. Bo Waddell. Speaking of Calvary, he is at that Calvary Neville game. Hey, Bo Waddell on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's happening in your Calvary Neville game, buddy?
Neville just scored on a slant with 1 minute left in the third quarter. It's 31-14 currently. A couple missed opportunities, but I mean they're kind of worn us down on. We got a lot of guys that go both ways. And
yep.
They're physical and they don't start a lot of guys both ways, and we're just kind of worn down. But man, they take nothing away from them. They're really good. I heard y'all talking about the 8th grader. Hester mentioned he probably knew who it was. Who was he thinking?
Who are you thinking?
Is that I know he's a baseball kid, right?
Yeah.
Is that Ashley Coffey's son?
It is.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. He's got in a lot, and then you got a freshman and Matt Ford, and a couple sophomores. So the bright spot for us is just the line going forward. A lot of guys getting a lot of experience young.
That's what Rodney talked about this morning, Bo. He said, hey, we know what we're getting into. We got a couple of guys that, can't play tonight. And so we're going to have some young ones get in there. And the great, valuable experience, they're not going to face anybody better than Neville all year probably. And so what great experience that is. 31-14.
I mean, he's not your typical 8th grader. I mean,
he's a monster.
260, so that's not and can run, so that's not typical.
Nice. That's what you got to like right there, buddy. And room to grow. All right, Bo. How much time? So, how much time left?
44 seconds left in the third quarter.
All right, so plenty of. Who knows, man? 2 touchdowns, a touchdown, and a turnover, and this thing gets kind of crazy. So, maybe we'll get a wild and woolly finish. Thank you very much for the help, buddy.
I hope so. You're welcome. Thanks, man.
No worries. Will Delafield going to wrap up the bow for the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins tonight. His boy Luke is one of the top quarterbacks that you will find in high school football around these parts in his 4th year. They are handling Center Texas tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline. Will, what's happening now, buddy?
So first play right here is the fourth quarter. We're up 42-13. I'll tell you what, Center that's Coach Whitman there on the loudspeaker. It's so loud.
Nice.
But Center hadn't laid down. I mean, we've had a really good game. A lot of stuff was going our way. But anyway, we came out second half. They went 3 and out. We drove down, scored to make it 42-7, and then kicked off, and then they drove it down and scored. And this is our first possession of the fourth quarter. So
okay.
We're trying to eat some clock up. Braylon Latin just ran one about 30 yards, so we're moving the chains.
Very good, buddy.
It's one of those nights, it's all going our way.
Well, that's what you got. You like the. Well, you're not going to get that every week, so you might as well enjoy the heck out of it while you got it. North DeSoto on the way to being 2-0 after another impressive showing, taking care of Center Texas tonight. Still a little bit of time left here in the fourth quarter, obviously, but North DeSoto up 42-13, and that's Will Delafield taking care of us as always. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
You bet. One more here before we take a timeout. Stephen Verpka to wrap things up for the Parkway Panthers tonight. It's been all Parkway all the time versus Woodlawn. Stephen Verpka, what do we have going on right now at your game?
Well, we're finished. Fletch. It's 56-6. We kind of stayed at the status quo since we last talked, and got to empty the sidelines, let a lot of guys play, and so it was a good night for them, and kind of come out of this thing unscathed.
All right, so the Parkway Panthers look pretty doggone good getting to 2-0. They'll begin district play, and it'll be district play from this moment forward for Parkway the rest of the way.
It will be Thursday night against the Houghton Buccaneers here at Preston Crownover.
Thursday night with little Coy's going against his old alma mater there. Houghton versus Parkway. His buddy Matthew Sewell. A friendly rivalry between Parkway and Houghton. That'll take place Thursday night there at Preston Crownover. Stephen Verpka, thank you for the updates, buddy, and have a fantastic weekend.
You as well, Fletch. Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy. Let's see. Brock. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, just getting some last updates here. Neville 31, Calvary 14, North DeSoto 42, Center Texas 13, Airline 50, Benton 6, Evangel 48, Natchitoches Central 21, Bird 28, Houghton 21. So that's we got to get back out there probably. Captain Shreve 35, Huntington 28, Loyola 35, Logansport 12, Bossier 35, Glenbrook 20, Northwood 20, Peabody 13. Final score: Parkway 56, Woodlawn 6. BTW leading Bastrop 22-12. Menden led Homer 28-0. Ringgold 18, Plain Dealing 12. Lakeside 21, LaSalle 20. Haynesville 35, Harmony Grove, Arkansas 0. Final score: North Webster 47, North Caddo 14. St. Mary's leading Red River 14-12. Manny leading DeRidder 19-7. Ruston on top of Cabot, Arkansas 49-21. Final score: Cedar Creek 64, Lakeview 6. As we mentioned earlier, 51-6, Ouachita leads Wassman. Richwood and Mangum have been abducted by aliens. Sterlington leads Rayville 41-8. Last night, Ash took care of Union 57-0. Final from tonight: Oak Grove 53, Crossett, Arkansas 21. OCS led General Trask 42-0. Jonesboro Hodge led West Ouachita 49-13. That hasn't updated in a while. Same thing with Franklin Parish. They had a 21-7 lead over St. Fred's about an hour ago, it feels like. Fountain Blue leads Madison 42-0. Southern Lab ahead of Carroll 28-14. Catholic New Iberia is still in front 14-13, but Central Catholic has closed it to 1. Westgate has also closed the lead a little bit against Southside, but still a 2-possession game, 21-12. Southside leads there. Zachary leads Acadiana 21-14. Lafayette Christian in a back-and-forth great ball game against Karen Crow. Lafayette Christian leads 34-31.
Good grief.
Northside leads Sulphur 34-18. Another great one in the capital area. Catholic Baton Rouge 28, St. Thomas More 28. Turlings Catholic pulling way ahead of Sam Houston 46-14 now. Denham Springs has gone back ahead of Central 28-26. Final from the Superdome: Rummel 30, University High 17. John Curtis, that score has changed against North Shore. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. It was 41-3. It may have gone final now. And it did. 53-11, the final score there. John Curtis over North Shore. Local finals from last night: Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, and Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. And we have got a tie ball game, Bird and Houghton.
All right.
Taylor Weathersby, 65-yard touchdown pass with 5:08 to play. When we come back, we're heading back between the pines. Here are the games that are tight here on Friday Football Frenzy. Okay, we've got game number 5, Bird and Houghton, tied 28 all. Captain Shreve and Huntington. Shreve's got a 7-point lead late in that game. Bossier and Glenbrook is a 2-score game. Northwood and Peabody is a 1-score game. BTW and Bastrop still up for grabs. Ringgold and Plain Dealing. Lakeside LaSalle is a 21-20 game, as you heard Hester. So we've got some tight ones, including Red River and St. Mary's Catholic as well. We'll check on them all until they go final on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM 710 Keel. Back after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Bell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring hot shot delivery service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com, 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
What is happening? Hot stuff. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Let me check my clock here. I believe it's 9:21:30, 38 minutes and 27 seconds, 22 minutes past 9.
It's also September 12th.
September 12th. Yep. We got this thing covered. Chris Herron joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Northwood, the Falcons, in a dogfight with the War Horses of Peabody. What do we got going on now, Herron?
Well, if I give you the score right now, I'll give it away. But we were looking like Northwood was driving. It was 20-13 right before the half. Looked like we were about to punch it in.
Okay.
We were about inside the 20 and just petered out, didn't get anything done. But there was about a minute left. And then all of a sudden, we turn it over. Well, we didn't turn it over on downs. And they get the ball with about a minute left, and they get inside I don't know, at least the 20. We're thinking they ended up attempting a field goal that they didn't get. So we went to half 20-13, but now it is 41-13 Northwood.
Holy cow.
We got we had a kid get hit on a kickoff return, and it was kind of a serious situation. There's a lot of folks out there right now. Look like a little seizing situation, but he's standing up now, and so he looks like he's going to walk off the field.
Oh, good.
So it's a good Peabody player.
Okay.
So lots of EMTs and everything out there, but he is standing up, and he is going to walk off the field. So that's good news.
Good. And how much time's left in the game right now?
We are still in the third, 41-13 with 5:11 left.
41 through 5:11 left in the third. Okay.
Yeah. It's been a very slow game. It has been very unorthodox as far as the officiating and taking forever to get stuff done. It's just, I don't know. But yeah. So.
Okay. All right. So Northwood in control, 41-13. Chris Herron, Taco Chris, taking care of us, buddy. Thank you so much, buddy.
No problem. Thanks.
All right. We have a final score. LaSalle comes back to beat Lakeside, 32-29. 32-29. Tough one for the John Ware crew. Who played so well week one. Couldn't get the stop when they needed it there at the end. 32-29 LaSalle over Lakeside. Scott Anderson joins us in what has become a barn burner of a game. Bird and Houghton going back and forth. Scott Anderson on the Chasing Aces hotline. What do we have going on now?
Hey, Tim. Well, it's 28-all with 2:58 left. Bird's got the ball right now and driving a little bit, but it has – I tell you what, the first half was kind of slow and plodding, and it's been one explosive play after another here in the second half. It's been amazing, just back and forth, like you said. It's a heavyweight fight for sure.
Okay, so Bird has the ball. Where are they on the field right now?
They are on their own 37.
37. And as far as, okay, on their own 37, what down and distance are we looking at?
It's now going to be 4th and maybe about 5.
4th
6.
and 5? Okay. Going to punt the ball?
Well, they just called timeout. I can't say for sure.
All right. On their own 37 with about what? 2:10 to play?
2:34.
2:34. Okay. 2:34 to play. Got a tie ball game. Scott Anderson keeping us updated. Thank you very much, Scott. What a fun one, buddy.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, Scott Anderson on our Chasing Aces hotline. A reminder for you here in just about 35 minutes, they're going to start their closest to the hole that they do on Friday nights from 10 to midnight. John Dudley, Mr. Chasing Aces, is going to be narrating on their live Facebook and YouTube stream. Closest to the pin gets a pair of tickets to an upcoming LSU home game, courtesy of Landers Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. And, of course, there's also whoever gets closest to the hole or makes a hole in one going to benefit the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Tamika joins us to get an update on the BTW game against Bastrop. Hey, Tamika, what's going on?
Hey, the clock's on. It's running. 22-12 still, BTW, 11 minutes, 42 seconds, and it's counting down in the fourth quarter. We finally made it.
Okay.
And we done had a lot of, fumble recoveries and interceptions. It's been going back and forth, but no scoring, even though it's been going back and forth between Bastrop and BTW. So BTW has the ball, his third. Let me see, the clock is wrong. It's 3 and about maybe 6. So, I think we got the first down.
Okay, that's a good thing.
We have the first down.
Okay.
So we marching the ball down the field. So hopefully we can come out with a score and kind of give a little bit more space in between.
A little bit of more room to breathe there, Tamika. Okay, up two scores though, 22-12. Tamika Moore taking care of us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Tamika, thank you very much.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Things are, it's not quite to the point where you're like, huh? But Natchitoches and Evangel. Getting kind of interesting. If we can get Ernie here.
So that was marked final on the page.
No, there's still 8 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the Evangel game.
Thanks everybody for reporting that kind of stuff. That's awesome when you do that.
Bird did punt, so Houghton will take over 1st and 10 on its own 24. We'll get back out to Mike Sewell here in just a second. Tyler Moore on a couple of good runs on a 1-yard give. Kick is no good. Flyers of Loyola now up 47-12 on the road at Logansport. That's a nice effort there by Loyola. Very nice. If we don't get, who are we trying to call now? Sewell? Come on, Sewell. No Sewell. All right, let me text him. Let's go ahead and do our scores on the quarter, and we'll try to get back in a second.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Neville 31, Calvary 14, North Dakota 49, Center Texas 13, Airline 50, Benton 6.
50 to 18.
50 to 18. All right, sure. Nobody's updating that at all online.
Okay.
48-21.
28.
Sure. Why not? Not final here, final there. I don't know. 48-28. Evangel leading Natchitoches Central. Bird and Houghton tied at 28. Waiting for the interruption. No. Okay. Cabot Street 35. Huntington 28. Still, we think.
Yep.
Loyola 47. Logansport 12. Bossier 35. Glenbrook 20.
Make it 49 to 20 now.
Sure. Why not?
They poured it on here.
Yeah. Northwood 41, Peabody 13 is a final. Parkway 56-6 over Woodlawn. BTW leading Bastrop 22-12. Final score: Minden 28, Homer 0. Ringgold pouring it on a little bit now. 32-12. They lead Plain Dealing. Final score: LaSalle 32, Lakeside 29. Haynesville on top of Harmony Grove, Arkansas 35-0. North Webster over North Caddo. That's a final 47-14. St. Mary's leading Red River 14-12. Manny was leading DeRidder 19-7. I haven't seen anything new about that in a while. Ruston leading Cabot, Arkansas 56-28. Final score: Cedar Creek 64, Lakeview 6. Ouachita leading Wasserman 51-6. Richwood leading Mangum 28-21. Sterlington leading Rayville 48-14. Final from Thursday: Ash 57, Union Parish 0. Final from tonight: Oak Grove 53, Crossett, Arkansas 21. OCS over General Trask. That's a final 49-0. Jonesboro Hodge leading West Ouachita 49-13. Franklin Parish leading St. Fred's 21-7. Fountain Blue leading Madison 42-0. Southern Lab on top of Carroll 28-14. Catholic New Iberia leading Central Catholic 14-13. Southside pulling away from Westgate 35-12. Zachary doing the same to Acadiana 30-14. Karen Crow has pulled back in front of Lafayette Christian 38-34. Northside extending their lead over Sulphur. It's now 41-18. Catholic Baton Rouge has scored to take a 35-28 lead over St. Thomas More. Turlings Catholic on top of Sam Houston. That's still going on. 46-14, though, is the score. Another good one, Denham Springs has pulled back ahead of Central Baton Rouge, 28-26. And a final from the Superdome, Rummel 30, University Lab 17. Another final from down that way, John Curtis 53, North Shore 11. And the local finals from Thursday, Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22. Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14. Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Quick update. Bad snap for Houghton. 3rd and 13 on the Houghton 28 with 6 seconds to go in regulation. It looks like we may have our first overtime game of the season, unless a miracle happens on the final play of regulation. Houghton and Bird appear to be heading to overtime. All right, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, will continue on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel, right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. The Hill brothers over at Scanton Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport-Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport-Bossier. It works both ways. Skint and Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skint and Dent, 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Welcome back, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, Shop Click Drive Chevyland. We are in the waning moments of some really good high school football games tonight. But first, we've got 3 games that are really tight, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's go to the first one. Captain Shreve and Huntington, Todd Sharp on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Sharp, what's up, buddy?
All right, the Gators up 35-34, 3:16 in the third quarter. We drive down to about the 50, throw an interception. Huntington goes down the field and scores, have an unsportsmanlike after the play. We assess it on their extra point, and they do not get their extra point. So we are up by 1, and they are kicking off to us right now.
Unsportsmanlike on the touchdown celebration or what?
Yeah, he spiked the football.
Oh, that'll do it. They don't like that, they being the refs. How much time left in the game again, Sharp?
3:16 third quarter, and plus we did get the ball to open the second half. I know that was a trick question earlier.
Well, you've passed, and so you get to advance to the third week of Friday Football Frenzy next week. All right, 3:16 to go third quarter. Don't sound so excited. Shreve and Huntington are in a dogfight with a lot of time left. Okay, thank you very much, Sharp. We'll probably be back in touch. All right, we're going to Sewell. Dadrian, let's do our Red River update here. Yeah, Dadrian and the Red River Bulldogs trying to finish off St. Mary's Catholic. Dadrian on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's going on in your game, sir?
Game just ended. We ended with quarterback Malik Smith ran for a 50-yard touchdown, and we held them on D. Got the ball back about 3 minutes to go, ran the clock down, and we sealed the deal.
So 18 or 20-14?
20-14.
20-14. How you like them apples, man?
Love it.
That's got. I guarantee you, there's some happy folks. Travis Gary, his dad's on the staff with him. Coach Bachman, is one of his mentors there as well. So some fun stuff there. So good deal. Happy for everybody there, and congrats to Travis Gary. And thank you very much, Dadrian, for the updates all night long, buddy. Good stuff.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, Travis Gary with his very first win as a head coach.
There you go.
At the ripe young age of 27 years old. That's pretty fun. We'll try to get in touch with him in just a wee bit. Mike Sewell joins us in the game of the night. It's Bird and Houghton in overtime. Sewell has given up the grand kiddo. He is ready to take in this overtime. What you got going on there, Mike Sewell?
Man, exciting second half. Bird up 13-7 at halftime. They traded scores. Houghton with some big scores through the air. 3 scores over 30 yards from Taylor Weathersby to Ethan Johnson. Bird, as you would expect, pounding the ball. Santiago had a big long run of 77 yards for Bird, but mostly it's just pounding, and it's 28-28. Both teams up. Bird missed an extra point earlier, got a 2-point conversion catch by Deere, and Bird is starting now their first play in overtime. Bird has the ball first, and there's Deere down inside the 5, but there's a holding call. Looks like is that a face mask penalty on the play? But Bird has the ball starting now, the first play of overtime.
All right, we'll hang out here with you for a second there, Mike.
Yeah, that was a face mask on Houghton, so it's going to be first and goal from inside the 5
All right.
for Bird on their first possession.
It kind of feels like that whomever is able to get that conversion after the touchdown is going to be the team that walks away with this thing. But not trying to jinx anybody.
But Bird always has a good kicking game, and they do. Now as well. They've kicked the ball well overnight. They did miss one extra point earlier. Houghton struggled in week 1 with the PATs, but 4 for 4 tonight, and they actually made a 5th one, and there was a penalty at the before the snap, and they had to kick it again, and he made it anyway. So perfect on PATs for Houghton tonight. 28-28. Bird with the ball. There was a Houghton player injured, so there's a little timeout here, but Bird's got the ball down at the inside the 2. It'll be first and goal inside the 2.
Okay, it's one of those things where if you're Houghton, you're hoping for a turnover here. No clock, doesn't matter if you make them run some time here. Once again, it's just untimed downs from the first and goal from the 10, and each team has 4 downs to make it, unless they get something like this where they get an extra play, basically, because of the penalty on first down. So first and goal for the Bird Yellow Jackets. Houghton and Bird, both of these teams need this, Mike, in a big way. Both teams.
I'll be absolutely shocked if Colin Deere doesn't get the ball here on first down, and he does, and he scored. Bird scored on that play. So Bird up now 28. Sorry they were up to him, but they were running the play.
That's fine.
34-28 Bird, PAT pending.
All right. Of course, when you talk about Bird, they have one of the best kickers in the country. That's right. Where's he committed to? Is it
A&M.
A&M.
Yep.
So is it the Chance kid? No.
No, it's Asher Murray.
Murray. I meant Murray kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra point good?
I think he's about to kick it now. I think his brother's out in California now kicking.
Yeah, he's at Cal. The other brother's still at Tulane.
Oh, high snap. Holder did a great job getting it down. Knuckleball is good.
Wow.
For the PAT, 35-28. High snap, and actually Murray had to stop on his approach to the ball and kick the ball standing dead still, and somehow still got it over the line and through. So that's a very impressive play for a young kicker.
Okay, now Mike, do you mind if we hang out with you here? Can you?
Absolutely.
All right, let's.
Houghton's coming out now on offense.
Okay.
Houghton has run the ball effectively tonight, and but again, their touchdowns have been big plays through the air. But Houghton has moved the ball, so we'll see how they start off here. Of course, 4 downs. They know they have to score touchdowns. There are 4 plays to get in.
All right.
All right, we're heading to first down now for Houghton. Running play for Houghton, going to get about 2 yards. Oh, there's a flag coming in from the side judge. This may be a face mask. Yeah, it looks like a face mask against Bird. So it's going to be very similar.
Wow.
Starting off the first play of the drive is going to be a face mask against Bird, looks like.
Okay.
So Houghton's going to have first and goal. Looks like probably from the 5. I imagine that would be a half a distance penalty. So let me see where they spot it.
All right.
They're putting it down. It looks like they spotted the penalty was at the 8, so they put the ball at the 4. First and goal from the 4.
Okay. You're so well. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Let's see what happens here with Houghton. Down a touchdown in overtime. Bird up 35-28.
Running the ball down to the 1 and push through and touchdown Houghton.
Okay.
35-34. 2 running plays. And,
all right.
Pushed it across. So let's see. Offense is staying on the field.
Oh boy.
For Houghton. And so, 2-point play. Coach Sewell on the field talking to the offense. And it looks like they've got a play dialed up. And Houghton's called timeout.
All right.
So
we're going to hang out here with you.
Looks like they're going to try to finish this game one way or another on a 2-point play. Kicker is on the sideline. The offense is on the field. Coach is in the huddle. Timeout Houghton.
All right. Now, as a football fan, do you like this move? And then as a dad, do you like this move?
I do. I was discussing this with my other boys earlier. Normally you go for the win on the road and the tie at home.
Right.
But, if we were in college rules starting from the 25 against Bird, that would be one thing. But it's really hard to stop Bird on 10 yards for 4 plays. with their style of offense.
Yep.
And their kicker also is almost automatic on field goals inside 30 yards.
Right.
And so I think advantage in overtime is for Bird. And so I like to play. I had talked to my other boys during the middle of the fourth quarter about this, and this is my call too. So
okay,
I don't envy Matthew having to make this call, but
no,
this is the call I would make as a coach and a dad. And
for all the reasons you just said, Mike, 100% agree. Absolutely agree.
Yeah. I tell you about Brandon Craig had a good game running the ball. He's in the pistol. Weathersby at quarterback. And Bird, of course, is going to call a timeout.
All right,
on the
that's
two-point play.
That's fine.
And see what happens. So
we got nothing
Houghton
but
came
time
out
here.
actually in a tight set in the pistol. Not sure if they were going to run the ball or run some kind of play action, but Houghton normally spreads it out, and they were in a tight set.
Okay.
Let's see if they change the play. And that may have been a play they may have been setting something up, anticipating Bird calling a timeout. There's a lot of chess going on right now.
That's true. And you can't call back-to-back timeouts in high school, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
So
and it was almost
maybe,
predictable that Coach Ballou was going to call a timeout there
Right.
after he saw how they were set up, because they're going to run the play now no matter what. Neither team can call another timeout in this overtime.
Okay.
So, the play is going to happen now unless barring a penalty.
Okay.
So they're coming back out on the field. Ball set at the 3, and Houghton has put the ball in the middle of the field for the 2-point try. Going headed south, headed toward the field house. Crowd's getting big, getting loud. Houghton is actually in the eye with Weathersby under center. Play action, rolls out, throws the ball. Touch, 2-point conversion, Houghton. Houghton wins 36-35.
Holy cow. What's the crowd doing there, Mike?
Insanity. It's a big night in between the pines. Big night for Coach Sewell and the Bucks.
How does it feel as a father of the young man who's coaching and made that decision? What's going through your mind right now?
Chills, baby. Just chills everywhere. Houghton needed this. Tough week last week, and big district win to get off the snot. And, more than anything, the boys now believe they can win. After last week, they kind of thought, well, maybe we can't win a game. And they got a tough district schedule. You know the gauntlet they have to play this year. And to get a win in week 2 is going to change the whole face of their season.
Well, congratulations to you. I know as a father, I cannot imagine how excited you are. And if you do get down there and hug your boy's neck, let him know we'll be calling him here in the next 15, 20 minutes or so.
Absolutely. Thanks, Fletch.
Thank you very much, Mike. Congratulations.
Right,
big
Thanks
win
much.
for
Bye-bye.
the Houghton Buccaneers. Holy cow. And thanks to Scott Anderson as well. Wow, what a fun game.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, a lot of finals coming in at this point in the evening. One of those being Neville 38-14 over Calvary. 49-20 was the North Dakota score over Center Texas. Airline 50, Benton 18. Not final, still going on. Evansville 56, Natchitoches 42.
63-42.
Sure.
63-42. Thank you, Ernie, on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line.
63-42, Evangel leads. Final in overtime, as you just heard, Houghton gets the 2-point conversion to defeat Bird 36-35. Captain Shreve and Huntington just now in the fourth quarter, 42-34. Captain Shreve leads that game.
What do you say?
42-34?
Yeah, Jamarcier played her 48-yard touchdown, yes.
Final score, Loyola 47, Logansport 12. Have not gotten a final indication, but Bossier was leading Glenbrook 49-20. Same with Northwood and Peabody. Northwood leading 41-13. Final, Parkway 56, Woodlawn 6. BTW was leading Bastrop late 22-12. Minden, that's the final. Minden 28, Homer 0. Ringgold has really started pouring it on 40-12 now.
Oh, wow.
Over Plain Dealing. Not marked final that game. One that is final, LaSalle comes from behind to defeat Lakeside 32-29. Haynesville was leading Harmony Grove, Arkansas late 35-0. Final score, North Webster 47, North Caddo 14. Another final, Red River does it at the end, 20-14 over St. Mary's. Manny over DeRidder, 49-21 the final there. Manny is really seeming to figure things out.
What was that again?
49-21.
Wow. Good for Coach.
Absolutely. Ruston 63, Cabot, Arkansas 28.
Oof.
Final score, Cedar Creek 64, Lakeview 6. Ouachita was leading Wassman 51-6. Richwood ahead of Mangum 28-21. Sterlington leading Rayville 48-14. A final from Thursday, Ash over Union 57-0. Another final, Oak Grove 53, Crossett, Arkansas 21. Final score, OCS 49, General Trask 0. Another final, J. Hodge really took care of West Ouachita 62-13. Franklin Parish 21-7 over St. Fred's. Not sure if that's final or not. Fountain Blue is a final, 50-12 over Madison. Southern Lab was leading Carroll 28-14. Catholic New Iberia ahead of Central Catholic 14-13. Southside leading Westgate 35-20. Zachary ahead of Acadiana 30-14. Karen Crow 38, Lafayette Christian 34. Northside 48, Sulphur 18. Catholic Baton Rouge 35, St. Thomas More 28. Turlings Catholic 46, Sam Houston 14. Denham Springs 28, Central Baton Rouge 26. Final from the Superdome, Rummel 30, University Lab 17. Final from New Orleans, John Curtis 53, North Shore 11. And three finals from last night, Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. 318-797-7810. It's about time for our Scant Dent Coaches Conversations. When we return to the show, Ruben's going to have a laundry list of winning coaches to get in touch with. You excited about that, Rube?
I'm beyond stoked.
Yeah. Did you say stoked?
Stoked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stoked. As we get ready for the Scant Dent Coaches Conversations. Right here on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. And we'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the number one Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent Furniture and Appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skint and Dent, bringing you Coaches Conversations.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at two locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com.
Welcome back, kids. Tim Fletcher Show, or Rogers Hambone Hampton, listening at home. Ruben Wright is here. This is what I get for not having my headphones on. I don't sound normal.
Yeah.
Adam Hollywood Hester in the house. What's up, Hollywood?
Yep. 952.
I know you're a big fan of that nickname.
It's great.
Yeah.
Place I haven't been in several years. When I go to California, I go to Anaheim, and sometimes San Diego.
Right.
I've been to Hollywood, though.
See, there you go.
In my life, I have been to Hollywood.
Hence the Hollywood nickname.
So I was in California right now.
Yeah, I bet you do, especially during this conversation. Can you take me there now? Where are we going, Rube? Gary Smith joining us here on the Skenton Dent Coaches Conversation on our Chasing Aces hotline. The Bossier Bearcats get it done yet again, buddy. An impressive win tonight for Bossier. Hey, Gary Smith, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Fletch, how are you?
I'm all right, man. I tell you what, I think if we'd have told you the score beforehand, you might not have believed us, would you?
Well, I'd probably not, because I'm kind of a pessimist when it comes to stuff like that. So, in my mind, I always fear the worst. So we're pretty excited about it, pretty happy to be 2-0.
49-20, and your sophomore quarterback was referred to by a couple of folks at the game tonight from Glenbrook, a man-child. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Lewis's night tonight.
I don't know what the stats are. We're still on the bus head at home, but he had a good night. He had 2 touchdowns called back. But it was a closer game than the score. I mean, third quarter, it was, I think it was 28-20.
Yeah, it was 28-20. Yep.
And we, made a couple plays, got a couple of turnovers, and, we're able to get to 49. But it went well. And one thing I'm proud of, we were 7-on-7 on extra points tonight. So we hadn't done that in 3 years.
Wow. Okay. Who's the kicker?
Brian Teezere.
Brian Teezere. Is he a soccer player?
Teezere.
Okay, Teezere.
He's
Okay.
a soccer player. He is. And had a couple touchbacks too. And that's big, huge for a defense when you can make a team start at the 20.
Yeah, you're right. You have to make a high school team go 80 yards every time. That's a little crazy. It's almost impossible to do on a regular basis. Gary, you brought this up. I think it was after the scrimmage, maybe after the jamboree, that you found during your time there that Bossier undefeated when you win the turnover battle and winless when you lose it. How did it go tonight with the turnover battle?
We were even.
Okay.
So,
all right.
We didn't lose it, but we also weren't +1. So. That's something we got to get back to next week, is that +1.
Okay. We love finding out the Goodwill Industries unsung hero. They're such an unsung hero in our community, Goodwill Industries in North Louisiana. Who's a kid tonight that might not get necessarily his name called out over the PA or find himself in Roy or Lee Hiller's column tomorrow, but you got to have him to win? Who's one of those unsung heroes for you?
I would say Brian Teezere, our kicker. He just comes out and does a great job, and he doesn't know a whole lot about football. I can tell you this, we don't have any fakes with him running the ball or anything. But
he knows how to kick it, right? All right. All you got to do, is point. I remember back in the old days, Ray Wershing. I don't know if you remember Ray Wershing, the kicker, that he would never look up. He would just look down, and he would just kind of pat the placeholder. He was a kicker for the Niners, and he'd just back up, never look at the uprights,
After the kickoff, he grabs that tee pretty quick. But he's doing a great job for us, and we're happy. Yeah, we're excited about it. But I know if we're going to have to play really well next week against Logansport. So.
Well, that's true. Logansport kind of ran into a buzzsaw. Loyola's playing really good football right now and got them pretty good. Gary, does it just feel different with this team? Because it from outside looking in, the results we're seeing and the numbers we're hearing sure feels like it's a different kind of thing.
It is, and we kind of knew going in that, this was a good group, a better group, than what we've had, and they've invested, so – when you do that and you work hard, good things seem to happen.
Well, happy for you, Gary. Back at your alma mater, I know that you wanted to do this thing right, and you got to go in the really good direction, man. 2-0 for the Bossier Bearcats with a big win over Glenbrook tonight. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, Fletch. I appreciate you.
You betcha, man. Have a good weekend.
All right.
All right. Where are we going now? Spencer Hurd. Boy, I tell you, I wanted to talk to you, Spencer, because congratulations, first of all.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Our Skenton Dent Coaches Conversation. We were talking with Jeff Rhodes, obviously. He's our correspondent, does such a great job. His boy, of course, plays for you there on the offensive line. And he was talking about this. He goes, said our kids they're so proud of how they came out. They just look more settled, he said. They just look like that they aren't bothered by what happened last week. Spencer, how much of a demon were you guys fighting from last week, or were you fighting demons from last week heading into this game?
Oh, I don't know if I'd call it a demon, but that's a pretty strong word. But
a ghost. Yeah.
I mean, the main thing I told them, and I think I told you this on the phone the other day, is like, you just have to. You can't let a game like that dictate your season. And my message to them was like, we haven't really played up to our ability yet, and we just gotta, keep practicing, come out here, work hard, and when we get out there, we just gotta relax. We gotta go execute. And I feel like we did that tonight. I thought we had a great game plan, both sides of the ball, and our defense got after it. Defense played by far the best they played all year. And offensively, we were able to run the ball, kind of got back to running the ball. And, it was just a fun game. And our guys just, the main thing, too, is, we got to play 4 quarters. We got to finish a game. And we were able to do that and play, put a complete game together.
What was that locker room like, I guess on the field, like for you guys after that fourth quarter, clock hit 0? I imagine there's some kids pretty fired up for that. Oh, I heard there was some. The game got called with 2 minutes ago, huh?
Some nonsense going on,
Okay.
And nothing really came out of it. But they called the game, and unfortunately, because you don't want to see a game.
No.
It's unfortunate, and it just kind of puts a. I mean, our kids are still excited and ready to get back to work, but you just. And I had talked to them even at halftime, like, look, we're up in this game, and emotions are going to be high late in the game. Something happens, you can't react to it, and it wasn't that bad of a deal, and fortunately, it didn't get out of hand or anything. But you just hate to see that, and it's something we got to learn from.
Right.
Things can get out of hand, and we don't want to see that. We got to have sportsmanship out there.
Also, very, very true. Spencer, when you have a game like this, it's always good to have a Hudson Brown play well. Always good to maybe have, the kids that typically take care of business, but we also love those Goodwill Industries unsung heroes. Who was a kid that was kind of an unsung hero for you tonight?
I think Jeff Rhodes' son, Levi Rhodes. I thought he played a really good game. We were kind of rolling centers in a little bit, getting another guy, Kyron Harris, some work, but they did a good job. Levi kind of unfortunately had something going on with his knee, and had to get that looked at, hoping and praying that's okay. But I thought he played a really good game.
There we go. We like hearing that because Jeff's a good dude, man. And he loves those men in Crimson Tide, and his kid played well. Spencer Hurd and your boys responded in a way that I would assume makes you and every one of your coaches pretty happy with what the kids went through last Friday and what they've had to probably hear throughout the week to get this done. I thought that was just really commendable. So congrats to your boys and to the coaches there too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Spencer. Have a good weekend, man.
Sure. You too. Bye-bye.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Neville 38, Calvary 14, North Dakota 49, Center Texas 20, Airline 50, Benton 18. Is it final?
Evangel ball game, 63-42.
All right, 63-42. It is finally over. Evangel with the win. Final in overtime, Houghton 36, Bird 35. Successful 2-point conversion to win the game for the Bucks. Not over yet. Captain Shreve leading Huntington 49-34. Final score, Loyola 47, Logansport 12. Most of these finals from here on out. Bossier 49, Glenbrook 20, Northwood 41, Peabody 13, Parkway 56, Woodlawn 6. Assuming final, BTW and Bastrop 22-12 in favor of the Lions. Minden over Homer 28-0. Ringgold 54, Plain Dealing 12. It was 18-12 at the late in the third. 54-12. LaSalle 32, Lakeside 29, Haynesville 42, Harmony Grove, Arkansas 14, North Webster 47, North Caddo 14, Red River 20, St. Mary's Catholic 14, Manny 49, DeRidder 21, Ruston 63, Cabot, Arkansas 28, Cedar Creek 64, Lakeview 6, Washita 51, Wasserman 6. Never got a final for that one. They haven't updated it. We couldn't get a score for Richwood and Mangum all night, and apparently we missed a great ball game. Mangum scoring on the first play of their possession in overtime after they stopped Richwood on 4th and 1. Mangum in overtime, 34-28 over Richwood. Sterlington 48, Rayville 14. A final from Thursday, Ash 57, Union Parish nothing. Oak Grove over Crossit tonight, 53-21. OCS over General Trask 49-0. J Hodge 62, West Washita 13. Franklin Parish 21, St. Fred 7. Never saw any update on that score. Fountain Blue over Madison 50-12. Also never saw a final for Southern Lab Carroll. It was removed from the site for some reason. 28-14 though. Yeah.
Okay.
Was the Southern Lab lead late in that game.
All right.
Catholic New Iberia leading Central Catholic 14-13. Do not have a final for that. Southside was leading Westgate. That's not been marked final either, but it was 35-20. Is final Zachary 30-14 over Acadiana.
Wow.
Another final, and they did it right at the end. Lafayette Christian 41, Karen Crow 38. Sounds like a great ball game down there. Northside over Sulphur 48-25. Another great ball game. Catholic Baton Rouge defeated St. Thomas More 35-28. Sterling's Catholic was leading Sam Houston, I think even in the third quarter, 46-14, but not marked final just yet. Central pulled ahead of Denham Springs, 34-28. Don't know if that's a final or not. We do know two more finals in the Superdome. Rummel beat University Lab 30-17. By the way, the other game featuring Carr and American Heritage out of Florida is underway in the Superdome. Probably third quarter by now. John Curtis defeated North Shore 53-11. And three local finals from last night: Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, and Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Our Skent and Dent coaches conversations will continue when we come back. We'll also get those Goodwill Industries unsung heroes. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been around since 1926, serving all 26 parishes from Ellick all the way to the top. 6 different job placement centers, 8 retail stores. They do so much with GEDs and job placement. You'd be surprised to find out how many people have been put to work through Goodwill, not just in the public sector, the private sector as well. Public sector, local, state, federal government jobs, as well as the private sector. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is truly an unsung hero in North Louisiana, and we appreciate their support of high school athletics. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana bringing you the unsung hero of Friday Football Frenzy every Friday night. When we come back, more coaches. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, returns right after this. Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, games, workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, paints, and supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Together, let's drive. It's Truck Month at Chevyland. And, man, they got 2.9% financing going on all month long on 2025 Silverado 1500s. Go check them out at 7500 Uri Drive. And also joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, don't forget they are already underway at the closest to the pin at Chasing Aces. If you're coming home from a game, go by Chasing Aces. For $5 to $10, you can get a couple of shots there. The closest to the hole gets a pair of tickets to an upcoming LSU home game. That's at Chasing Aces, right next to Margaritaville in Bossier. Joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline as part of our Skint and Dent Coaches Conversations, it's Matthew Sewell, who won the game of the night in overtime. Houghton over Bird, 36-35. Hey, Matthew Sewell, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good since I'm talking to you tonight, Fletch.
There we go, man. Was there any hesitation in deciding to go for two in overtime?
Absolutely not. Our defense made some stops tonight, but let me tell you, you got 10 yards to go, and you got Colin Deere back there running behind that Bird offensive line. You don't want to put them back on the field. So we were going to win it or lose it right there, no doubt.
We were talking to your father, who was giving us the play-by-play, of course, on our for the overtime session. And just kind of talking through it, he goes, in addition to Colin Deere and only 10 yards, the fact that Bird has one of the best kickers in the country, you know they're going to kick the extra point. And if not, they've got a field goal opportunity or whatever. So you're going to have to get some points, and you're just going to go back and forth tying them because they're not going to miss an extra point, even though he had to stand still and kick the extra point in overtime because of a bad snap. So that's another factor that kind of played into it. If you could, tell us the play call. What was the design there, and how close was it to being just perfectly executed?
Yeah, so we actually talked about going for two every time we scored in the fourth quarter when we had the ball. It's like, okay, if we score here, we may need to go for two, just because with that offense, you never know when you're going to get the ball back, and they scored. We were scoring quick, and they were scoring quick, and then we were able to get a stop, at the end of the game to take it to overtime. And then when we got to overtime, we scored, and Brandon Craig scored a touchdown. And the play call was Coach Cody Taylor. He's our offensive coordinator, and a lot of people don't know him or his name around here. He's from Monroe, but he's one of the best football coaches in town. And we've been getting the I formation in short yardage situations a pretty good bit and running the ball. And so we kind of faked that. The play was called heavy right, 6 power, M delay, and we booted out to the left and hit the tight end out in the flats on a delay route. And Taylor Weathersby to Case Corcoran. It was a great play.
What was the tight end's name? Case Corcoran?
Case Corcoran. And I know you're going to ask, but he'd be one of my unsung heroes tonight for sure.
I get it. Tell us a little bit about this young man.
Yeah, Case is a guy that was with us when these juniors were freshmen, and he was one of the better players in that group, but he was kind of a baseball first guy, and he came to us after going through the off season before his sophomore year, and he said, "Man, I'm just going to decide to play baseball." And so I kind of kept in contact with him because I thought eventually we could convince him to come back, and he came back out in the spring, and he's just been a really good football player for us. And he plays receiver, tight end, he plays some linebacker, safety. I think he's on every special team, and so, we knew if we could get him open that he was going to catch the ball. He's just that kind of kid, very dependable, and just happy to have him back out here with us tonight, and super glad for him to have that moment.
in a game that was just never, ever a breathable moment for anybody. I think the biggest lead tonight was 7 points, looking at our kind of flow of the game here. Does that kind of help keep the kids' attention when it's a game that is just we're a touchdown down or we're tied up or we're a touchdown ahead? There's never any really need or any time to just relax out there, and that's nerve-wracking, I would assume, for coaches, but I would think it would kind of help with the kids. Is that a far stretch?
Yeah, no, I think you're onto something, Fletch, for sure, and especially when they expect it to be close, and it's close, it's super. They're high focused in any district game, and for my stress, we've unfortunately been in a lot of really close games over the last 2 years, and so we're kind of used to playing in tight games at this point, I think.
Well, I get it. I know that it's kind of hard to gauge just how big of a win this was for you, but how big of a win was this for your kids in this program right now?
It was a huge win for us, and we won a lot of big games over here for a long time, but we've kind of been down the last couple of years and been right there in some games and competed, but haven't been quite good enough to get across the finish line. So it was really big for our kids and to kind of get some confidence and get a big win because for most of the kids on our team, it's the first big win that they've ever been a part of, and so. They're an awesome group of kids, and that's why it hurt so bad for them last week because they're just a great group of kids. I mean, they're always here all the time. You never have to worry about them, getting in trouble or doing the right thing. And so for them, I was so happy for them tonight to get to be a part of that because if any group of kids deserves it, it's them. So.
Well, I know that it means a lot. It's a district win. It's over Bird. Stacy Belew's crew is always well coached and well-designed offenses and everything that goes along with it. Huge win for the Houghton Buccaneers and your Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero, Case Corcoran, hauling in the Taylor Weathersby 2-point conversion. And, buddy, there you go. It's all Houghton all the time.
I want to mention Connor Binky, too. He's our kicker, and we have struggled mightily, during the scrimmage and jamboree and first game kicking, and he made all 4 extra points tonight.
Made all 4 extra points. We got that covered, buddy. Connor Binky. I like that one, man. Good stuff. Matthew, enjoy the weekend. I have a feeling that your daughter doesn't know whether or not you won or lost, but is going to be happy with her dad no matter what. So good stuff, man. Happy for you.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, man. We go now to that fella, John Sella, on the Skin Dent Coaches Conversation. Another big win for the Loyola Flyers. Going down to enemy territory in Logansport, a tough place to win, a tough place to play really well. And Sella's fellas did it. Congratulations, John Sella. How you doing?
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm doing good.
This thing was a 14-6 game at the half, and the second half, it was all Loyola all the time. Was it offense, defense, special teams, combo? What was the key in that second half runaway?
Yeah, offense and defense. And in the first half, I mean, for the first 2.5 quarters, they honestly kind of outplayed us, I would say. And we kind of wore them down, but really the spark, I just wasn't in a good rhythm. And me and Bryce weren't seeing the field the same way. And then Coach Jeter kind of was the spark. He gave me some ideas, and he started calling some stuff, and he was seeing it really well and got us in rhythm and started going faster. And we kind of took off from there. And then defense do what they do, force some turnovers, some 3-and-outs, and we just started rolling.
When you say that Coach Jeter stepped in, help us out here a little bit when you say that you weren't it's not your vision. You weren't seeing the way the defense was reacting, or you weren't seeing the way that your offense was flowing. What was it that Jeter was able to kind of lock into that jump-started this thing for you?
Just me and Bryce weren't seeing it the same way. I was seeing it one way, and he was thinking I wanted something else. And, I'm trying to get him something simple to get him back in rhythm, and he's not seeing that. He's going with something else. We just weren't on the same wavelength with that, which I don't think has ever happened. And so Jeter's like, hey, go with this. And because I think there's a drive, and I was like looking at my play sheet, and I was kind of just like, man, I don't really have anything. And he goes, all right, go with this. And we called it, and it worked. And I was like, call another one. He said, all right, go with this. I was like, all right, that worked too. And then he kind of got us back in rhythm. We were good from there.
How did that offensive line, defensive line perform for the Flyers tonight?
Offensive line was great. We worked all week on pass pro and just like being more on the same page and how we want to do this. That's pretty much what we focused on all week with some of the blitzes they sent. And then, I mean, it was tough, and I appreciate Mason Drake being patient with us and that. He's such a great running back, but they have more guys in the box than we can block, and we feel pretty good about our guys on the outside. And so we threw it a lot more, but Mason never complained and just kept playing hard. And it's part of that pass protection. Did a great job there, even though he didn't get as many touches as he normally does. And then defensive line, once we settled in, because Logansport, each team got one possession in the first quarter. And Logansport had about an 11-minute drive. And so after that, defensive line was pretty lights out. So.
And who would be a good unsung hero from Goodwill Industries for the Loyola Flyers tonight?
Man, that's tough. Jeter's good one. Unsung hero. Mason was pretty patient, but we're going to mention his name a bunch this year.
Yep.
We'll go. I can't say. I'll go Bennett Lawson. He's our right tackle, and then he came in a bunch on defensive line this game too, which we hadn't had to play you guys both ways, but he was the guy tonight that gave the defensive line some relief because those long drives will wear on you. And he came in, I think the first play he came in, he made a play, made a tackle in the backfield, and he played every snap at right tackle. So I'll go Bennett Lawson.
There we go. Bennett Lawson getting it done. Your quarterback plays well tonight. Bryce Restovich, his stepbrother, Ty Walsworth, who was our Morrison Witt Injury Lawyers Player of the Week last week, also had some nice moments tonight. But in the end, just kind of wearing them down. Let the big fellas eat and take care of business. And from what we understand as well, Brock was telling us that Mason Drake really played well tonight, as typical for that young man in the backfield. Stella, congratulations, buddy. 2-0, man. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
You bet. John Sella joining us on our Skin and Dent Coaches Conversation. Take it away, Rube.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
We've got some updated scores from ones we weren't able to find earlier. Neville 38, Calvary 14, North DeSoto 49, Center Texas 20, Airline 50, Benton 18, Evangel 63, Natchitoches Central 42. Final in overtime, Houghton 36, Bird 35. Not over yet. Captain Street 56, Huntington 34, although it is getting down to the end now.
Yeah.
56-34, Gators lead. Loyola 47, Logansport 12, Bossier 49, Glenbrook 20. Not marked as final yet, but Northwood way ahead of Peabody 41-13. Parkway over Woodlawn 56-6. BTW and Bastrop, at last check, it was BTW 22-12. Final Minden over Homer 28-0. Ringgold over Plain Dealing 54-12. LaSalle over Lakeside 32-29. Haynesville 42, Harmony Grove, Arkansas 14. North Webster 47, North Caddo 14. Red River 20, St. Mary's 14. Manny 49, DeRidder 21. Not marked as final, but way ahead is Ruston 63-28 over Cabot, Arkansas. Cedar Creek 64, Lakeview 6, Washita over Wassman 54-6. Another overtime game, Mangum over Richwood 34-28. Sterlington over Rayville 48-14. Final from yesterday, Ash 57, Union Parish 0. Oak Grove 53, Crossett Arkansas 21. OCS 49, General Trask nothing. Jonesboro Hodge 62, West Washita 13. Franklin Parish getting ready for that big game with Calvary, way over St. Fred's 48-7. Fountain Blue 50, Madison 12. Southern Lab Carroll back on the scoreboard now, and it is a 28-20 Southern Lab lead. It's got to be over by now, but 28-20 was the last score that we have for that one. That was updated from earlier. Final score, Catholic New Iberia 20, Central Catholic 13. Southside was ahead of Westgate 35-20. Zachary over Acadiana, that one is marked final 30-14. Lafayette Christian 41, Carencro 38. Northside 48, Sulphur 25. Catholic Baton Rouge 35, St. Thomas More 28. Turlings Catholic 46, Sam Houston 14. Central 34, Denham Springs 28. From the Superdome, it was Rummel 30, University Lab 17. John Curtis over North Shore 53-11. The local finals from last night, Mansfield 28, Green Oaks 22, Lincoln Prep 52, Magnolia 14, Southwood 16, Arcadia 15.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. 318-797-7810. Looking for a JOB? First Choice Personnel is the place to be. Our little radio show coming at you every single Friday night for 12 weeks, 10 weeks of the regular season, 2 weeks into the playoffs, brought to you by Skint & Dent with our Coaches Conversation. Goodwill Industries bringing you the unsung hero. Spell Brothers Lumber will be laying the Lumber Award on Tuesday, as well as announcing our Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers Player of the Week. Boyd Family Dentistry is a big part of our show as well with a text line sponsor. We have gotten so much use out of that throughout the evening. And, of course, you just heard First Choice Personnel scores on the quarter. And joining us on our hotlines, of course, it's brought to you by Chasing Aces. And thanks to Alsco for being a presenting sponsor of our radio program in the morning and on Friday nights. Alsco.com, 318-636-0404 for uniform, linens, facility care, and so much more. And the show doesn't get going without the title sponsor, Chevyland. Chevyland, powering Friday Football Frenzy, and we'll be back to put a bow on this thing right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things, all the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. The Hill brothers over at Skint & Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport Bossier. It works both ways. Skint & Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skint & Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place. Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. We're back with very little time left, so let's get back on that Chasing Aces hotline here on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, and visit on our Skint & Dent Coaches Conversation with a fella that picked up his first win as a head coach of his very young career at 27 years old, Travis Gary. Travis, congratulations on the win by the Red River Bulldogs tonight.
Thank you.
Buddy, how did it feel? Because you didn't get a chance to really breathe and enjoy the game, I would assume, because this was a one-score game throughout the second half. When did you finally get a chance to let out a little breath and say, thank the good Lord I got my first win?
Honestly, I didn't let out that breath until the game was over. I didn't let it out until the game. I'm grateful and happy for the first win. We have to get back to the drawing board and clean a lot up. So, like I said, I'm glad. It's always good to come out with the win, but we got to get back to the drawing board.
Now, where were you? Did you get a little Gatorade shower? Did your pops come over and hug you? Did Bachman come hug you? I mean, what was the immediate thing right after the game? Because I like these kind of things here where you get your very first win. I think it's a big deal. So how was it celebrated immediately?
Immediately, well, it was shower love. I got a bunch of text messages, but I also was gifted with a few gasses from my players. So I was more focused on cleaning up what we have to clean up. So on my end, I didn't even give anybody a chance to celebrate because, it was, like I said, I didn't exhale until it was over.
All right. So what did the Red River Bulldogs do tonight that did please Travis Gary, that did lead to the first win of the season?
We got the win. We found a way to win. And at the end of the day, that's what the game is about, finding a way to win. So like I said, winning is always a good thing when you can find a way to win through all the adversity, all the mishaps. If you can find a way to win, that's a good thing.
Obviously, when you look at film, Travis, you're going to find some things that either look better or looked worse. But from the initial knee-jerk reaction here, as soon as the game's over, what are some things you would like to see your kids clean up here?
Clean up the mentality, attacking the game better and starting fast. Like I said, we was going into the game, our emphasis was to start fast, and we did not do that. So, like, cleaning up our mentality and starting fast and pushing and having a dominating mindset.
Well, buddy, it may not look dominant, but it looks like a win to me. 20-14, the Red River Bulldogs, Travis Gary, with his very first win as a head coach. Happy for you, buddy, and I hope that you do get a chance to celebrate it at some point over the weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it, man. Again, thanks to our wonderful correspondents who made this show possible. Seriously. Bo Waddell, Frank Nettles, Will Delafield, Toby Todd, Josh Burrows we try to get in touch with, Alan Pash, Ernie Velasco, Scott Anderson, Mike Sewell, Todd Sharp, Brock Restovich, Mark McGee, Keith Jello we try to get in touch with, Connor Lee jumping in here for us in Bossier, Chris Herron, Stephen Verbka, Tamika Moore, Jeff Rhodes, Chris Smith, Dwayne Woodard, Emily Thompson, Adrian Harris, Josh Hendrickson, Hunter Smith. Thank you all so very much. Chevyland's Friday Football Frenzy. We'll be back for week 3 next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, Ruben. Thanks, Adam.
Yep. 101.7 FM and 710 Keel for breaking news and trending talk. If your neighbors are talking about it, we're talking about it. And you can get even more of the hot topics